Eons ago, during the age of the Magi, the world was something other. Magic is all that there was and all that was needed. Legend states that a cataclysmic event brought a great frozen age to the world of Lacrin, and soon after, a new era dawned. Though they say the ancient magics of the Magi still lie buried and lost, scattered around the world, lying in wait for those with the courage to wield it to discover. Welcome to the world of Lacrin and the continent of Thelmecia. Noble knights, roaming orcs, mischievous goblins, and idyllic wondrous lands, just waiting to be explored. Now, a new peril aspires to plunge Thelmecia into despair once more, but not before a few unheard-of heroes take their chance at triumph. Welcome to Tablestory, Darkfire.
Hello everyone! Welcome to the stream. It's me, BradWOTO, presenting Tablestory's Darkfire for your entertainment, featuring such streamers as Whack Steven, Tiger Writer, Pumpkin Berry, and...
I did as well, by the way.
Oh, John Sandman's not here. No John. No John today, I'm afraid. There's no John. He's not here. He will not be joining us today.
Not at all.
Can I get a 19 in the chat?
That was well done.
If you're watching it live.
I rolled my other D20.
Give me a
That's
19 in the chat. If you're watching it live. If you're watching it on the VOD, type 19 in as many different languages as you can in the comments so that the YouTube algorithm deletes the comment instantly for spam.
Wait, what are you talking about?
What?
19 is 19 no matter what language. It's always 19.
Yeah, okay. All right, John. That's the most LA shit you've ever said, Mr. Live in a Bubble. God damn. There's only one language, okay? It's American. Okay, what are you, stupid? Oh my
Listen,
God.
have you ever thought about talking any other languages? No, because you're American.
Yeah, you don't need to when you can just speak American language.
Okay, can I share?
Speaking American is so dope.
Right.
Can I share something?
No.
My friend
Don't know.
is going on a backpacking trip through Mexico. He wants to go from north to south. And I was like, don't you think that might be a little tiny bit like, because the places he wants to go are kind of dangerous? And he goes, don't worry, I know the language. It'll be completely fine.
Whoa.
That's all he said. And I was like, okay.
Okay.
Have fun.
Good. Never see you again.
Yeah. He's like 6 foot, 140 pounds. He's just like a tiny little guy. He's screwed. I would like to go on a backpack adventure through the area of the most dangerous area on your map, Brad, with 19 in this episode.
Oh, you will be doing that.
Exactly.
I assure you, will be doing that soon enough.
I waited my whole life for this exact episode.
You are so close to doing exactly that. But we
That's terrifying.
but we can get to that in a minute. How you doing, Pumpkinberry, on your podcast, Mike?
Pretty good. Hopefully it doesn't sound like Garbo.
It just sounds really weird compared to everyone else. Don't worry about it. You sound you just sound super.
It sounds great.
That's what I mean, though. It sounds great compared to everyone else. We're all just like, bleh, and then there's like maximum level audio quality over there, just chilling in the corner.
Wait a second. I think my mic sounds fantastic right now.
It does sound really good.
It
Do you
sounds
have
awful.
that switch on the bottom selected? Not to be a nerd, but on the bottom of your mic, the bass booster? Okay.
Yeah, no.
Wait, I don't have that switch.
I'm trying to Howard Seaman this shit.
Well, the
Howard
problem,
Stern.
the problem is not. I don't know how to tell you this, but it's the voice is awful. So
Fuck off, Brad.
it's
Savage.
just so.
Like my voice?
Oh my God, it's so awful to listen
so
to.
My voice is really bad. Hold on, I gotta roll a
No, it's
d20 or
great.
something. I got a 20. Crit 20. Fuck you, Brad.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell him how you really feel. Let it out.
I can only say that because I rolled a 20. If I'd rolled a 1, I would have assumed he took all my inspiration away.
No, I'm kidding. Tiger has a lovely voice. That's why he's a singer. He does that singing sometimes down there in Boulder, Colorado. That's how he sounds. Where are you from, John? Where were you born?
Orange
Born
County.
inside a Tesla.
Born inside a fucking ATM. He was dispensed with the cash.
I watched John be birthed, so it's
Yeah, yeah. Birthed by an ATM. He was
And,
born
as
like
you can
Jesus
see-
in the manger. He was born inside just a bowl of
Doing
money.
really well in life.
My whole life,
Who's the
everything I
penis
own is made out of
Kim
paper.
Jong-un.
That's one of my moderators, Kevin Lokes.
Oh, that's Kevin?
Yeah. It's getting
Is that Harambe
Things are
in the background?
nuts. What?
Have you seen
Is that
those?
Harambe?
We call him Peter. He's a dancing gorilla for Fucked Up Friday.
Right, yeah,
Please
you
have
better
some
be.
respect.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
great. Great. But
It
have you
better not
seen
be
the
Harambe.
face pillows?
The
John?
face pillows?
Yeah, where you can get like a pillow that you could sit on your moderator's face if you wanted to.
Do not say that. Do not say it out loud.
Why?
Some of them might be in
Wait.
here because they send me this weird shit, and I promise that I put it behind me no matter what it is.
My
and it's
DMs are
the
open,
dumbest
folks.
promise
I will
ever.
tell you where you can buy this thing.
Don't.
Just send him
The
a
guy is
1,000 pillows
literally
of his own
making
face.
every one of my moderators, active moderators, all 7 of them are going to be behind me. Every week
Nice.
he sends me a new one.
Nice.
No.
Wow.
I think it's great. You've got a growing family.
Yeah. All right.
No, I agree. I would hate
My
that.
ass.
Like they're just totally completely
Fair.
nullifying your acoustic setup too.
My I know worked so hard on this. Spent good money. Worked
Yeah,
like
ruined.
hours on the setup, and now it's all
Okay.
getting covered.
Ruined.
Ruin.
I need like another camera for like the cardboard cutout corner, and I just throw
Yeah.
them all in a corner of the room.
I wanted to do the like a dog
You should
cam
do like
for that
yeah.
kind of
It
thing.
would be that
Yeah.
with
I
cardboard
wonder if
cutouts.
you could just
Yeah.
randomly like create a scene behind you and then just change it a little bit each day, like tell a story, like maybe they're warring against each other and then like just slow, but don't say anything ever. Just
Constantly
have it
moving.
happen.
Wait, is
Yeah,
that
you know,
Zidian then? Is that Zidian?
Yeah, this is XYDN.
I fucking knew it.
Yeah. And this is not
He
a mod.
looks
This
shocked.
is Rizzo.
Can you bring him up closer to the camera?
I just
he
wanna
looks
give him
like
a
he's
bowl.
No,
alarmed.
he's shocked. He looks.
Yeah, he looks very alarmed right
He's-
now. He's behind the rock and like, oh my god, like maybe the rock just farted or something. I can't
No, I think the rock. Yeah, the alien's giving him something good.
tell. There you go.
Jesus Christ.
Probing him.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Brad. Would you like to start the show now?
Brad, how's
Sorry.
your background doing, man?
Yeah.
Your wall's looking very nice. You need to repaint it soon.
Yeah, like what happened there?
I'll tell you in 12 days. Until
Right.
then, it remains a mystery.
Are you moving?
No,
Okay.
it's
Yes.
just I'm
Then why 12
repainting.
days?
I'm repainting
That
the wall.
grin you just gave is, I've never seen you lie so bad, Brad.
I know.
Yeah, it's bad.
Are you lying? Is that
Like I usually am like, is Brad lying or not? And this time I was like, Brad's fucking lying.
No, I would never lie. I don't lie about.
Friday.
I don't
No,
lie
he's
about
got a whole
anything.
new setup coming.
I never lie
He's
about
got a whole new
anything.
desk.
No, I bought a load of paint and it hasn't arrived yet. But we took the thing down with the intention of painting the wall, and then the paint didn't arrive. That's it. That's all there is to it. It's like the least
What color
interesting
is the
story.
paint? Is it like a
color are you thinking?
orange?
Fuchsia.
On brand orange?
It's called.
Fuchsia?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
okay.
it's got a weird name like flamingo fuchsia or something like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do they kill flamingos to make it?
Oh, I fucking hope so.
Jeez, no! Oh my God! Okay, too far.
Oh,
for
I'm
me.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Maybe not far enough. We
I'm
should-
sorry.
Pineapple, pineapple, pineapple.
Yeah, a little pineapple cur. Pineapple cur.
Wait a minute. Wait a
Yes.
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Black,
Wait
I
a
love you.
minute.
Don't fucking say a word.
Wait a minute.
Not black.
I just want to paint Brad's face. If we ever hang out, Brad, can I bring like a set of like face paint? Can I just have full on permission to paint whatever I want on your face? No
Okay.
dicks.
Yeah, sure, Emma. Whatever you want. Don't forget to
You guys
tune
in
in
chat need to clip that for me.
for my 2-year streamer anniversary, where I will be dressing up as Tiger Rider.
That would be really sick. If
It'd
you
be
did
really
that.
weird, wouldn't it? No, I'm probably going to dress up as I think I'm going to play through Metal Gear
Yeah,
Solid
get
1
this
because it's
all
one of my
right
favorite games. I never played it on stream before, and I might dress as one of them from it.
Who, what game?
Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, I'm not
1.
playing Final Fantasy on stream because they'll ruin it for me, and I refuse to let them ruin it.
What about this mole? Are you gonna replace this mole on your face? You gonna put this mole on your face to
No,
cosplay it?
that's gonna be like my main feature.
The mole?
Yeah.
He is gonna be a mole.
I'm gonna transform into tiger.
You should cosplay as Otakon.
Look at him.
Yeah, it's kind of not as fun though, and also everyone will just call me Markiplier, and I have to avoid that because Otakon looks like Markiplier. Definitely don't know him well enough to make those jokes. Okay, let's play D&D. Last time on Tablestories, Darkfire, the gang here. Where did it start? I forget where it started. Oh, you guys had a big old conversation and you worked through some shit. It was a big old lock some people in a room.
It was heavy, man.
Work through some fucking shit. It was basically a big therapy session where you guys went to work out a lot of your problems. And I think you did. I think you guys sort of worked through some stuff. There's still some hangnails in there that haven't been dealt with yet, but for the most part you seem to have talked through a lot of your issues and problems with one another, and confusion over what's going on with who, and what the fuck is Rin doing, and how come we don't know shit about Iridir, but no one cares, but everyone for some reason cares about where the fuck Rin's from. And also, what the fuck is Drift doing? He's a serial killer now. And 19 is and 19, and you guys worked it all out, kinda. Then you decided, oh, let's figure out what we want to do next. In looking through the books, your only real clue as to what you might be able to look into the Nightstorm rune, which is essentially what you're here to look for and find some information about for Hasmol, it was to find the widest point of the river,
which we
do a little bit of an investigation. What you did was you left it to Drift, who went and looked at a map that was on a ceiling and rolled a natural 1, and in doing so was convinced that the widest point of the river within the borders of Rosegard was outside of the borders of Rosegard, and took you out the gate and walked over to an area and said, "It's here, guys." You jumped through a shit river and then came to the edge of the river here and were pretty convinced about it. Looking around though, it looked like a pretty just normal thing. There wasn't any distinct things here. There wasn't really anything that you thought you could investigate further. It just looked like you were at the bank of a river. For reasons I don't know, you all decided to just smash your braces together on your arms, and that was where we ended the episode. You just went full Captain Planet.
I've just wanted to do it so bad, so I like.
Yeah. Nothing happens.
Because we were all raising our bracers up, trying to like get something to happen, having this awkward moment where we're finally trying to trigger something, and nothing was going down.
Yeah. And that's where we're gonna pick up today's episode. There, coming to.
Oh, did you talk about the last scene?
What happened in the last scene? Oh, the post-credit scene that everyone left and missed. Nope, because they missed it, and that's why you always watch to the end, everyone. This just became. That's why you will notice that there is a Disney logo on the screen if you're watching this and not listening to it, and that is because we've been bought by Marvel, and now we do all these post-credit bullshit things.
I actually looked, you ass.
Think I'm gonna fuck around with Disney? No way. They're terrifying people.
I think we're screwed because you even said the word DIS.
Yeah, we're done. It's over. There will be no more. This will be the last episode.
They own it now.
Yeah. And then they'll just immediately shut it down. Okay.
We're gonna be like swimming in the water. Ariel's gonna pop up under the sea.
So, you guys clink your braces together, and a little mouse comes around the corner and goes, "Oh, hi everybody, it's me, Vicky." And then, no, I'm kidding. What happens is you all clink your braces together.
Right.
Bing! As soon as you do it, nothing happens for a second, and then there is a distortion in your vision. Each of you, please give me a wisdom saving throw and a constitution saving throw.
What?
Thank you.
Oh, damn!
I love this show.
Double 4s for me.
We got powers, baby.
The powers that be. Okay.
Is that wisdom and constitution?
Wisdom and constitution, please. You should get closer to the mic.
And also on top of the 18, I got the 23.
I got it.
No!
18 for my wisdom and 15 for constitution for Rin.
I got an
Okay.
8 constitution
For-
save and a 5, a natural 1 on my wisdom save.
I got an 18 on Constitution and 23 on Wisdom. I'm smart as hell.
All
Wise.
right, so, wisdom 4, wisdom 5, wisdom 18, wisdom 23. All right, wisdom saves first. Iridia and Drift. There is just a massive distortion in your vision instantly. It's like your whole eyes fall out of your head, and you just everything around you looks fucked. It's not necessarily like you can make anything out. It's almost like someone's taken your glasses off immediately, or your contacts have fallen out, or something like that. Everything becomes very blurred and distorted, and not even just in a basic kind of blurred way. Like even your immediate surroundings, where you would make out the blues and greens of a river or the big white wall around you, seems to change in colors, like you're not quite there anymore. There's just a blur and a mass of odd colors, and you kind of can't see anything. However, you do see a column of light appear, and it's kind of hard to make out again. Like you have to imagine your vision is immediately like you've just blur and you can't see anything properly, but there is definitely a lighter portion, like at the center of your vision. There is like a column of light that appears and launches upwards, and you can kind of make out that. 19 and Rin, you also have a little bit of a distortion in your vision, but it is not quite as bad. For you, pretty much everything remains, but you see this column of light rise up from the center of the river to
Like coming from below? Like does the river move, or is it just a column of light?
It's just a column of light. Nothing changes.
This is working!
You just get this column of light that appears, and I will show you pretty much where it is. It remains, if I can get to it. So a little further down the river, there is now this sort of column of light that appears over by that kind of docks area, and it's a little bit difficult for you to work out behind the wall, but you can see this column of light now, and it remains there. It sits there for a moment, just a perfect kind of column. In a golden kind of ray of light, but it is only the briefest moment that you recognize it and are aware of it before there is a sort of a darkening of the sky. You two with your distorted vision still can't make anything out, but you do notice that the area around you darkens. 19, Rin, these dark clouds kind of immediately fill the sky, and then there's a flash of lightning and a crack of thunder. With the crack of thunder, the two of you who have distorted vision, you feel a sort of sharp pain in your head. What were your con saves on that?
Mine was 15.
Just the two that Iridia and Drift, sorry.
Mine was 8.
8? 4. Oh, okay. Roll me a d4 each.
Oh god. 2 for Drift.
3.
You take 3 psychic damage, you take 2 psychic damage, and you are unconscious. Bad. You just...
Wait, Drift is?
Both of them.
Okay.
They both fail their con saves, and they both failed their whiz saves. So the both of you just kind of drop to the ground, and this is like this whole thing is happening very quickly for the record. So reactions or whatever are kind of irrelevant, because this is all going to be over in a few seconds, because you're all going to die. The flash of lightning happens. You probably both make out these two kind of stumble a moment, grab their heads, and then they fall to the ground. They don't look dead, but it's kind of hard to make out. This flash of lightning is instant. The sky darkens, and around you changes. It's like a click, like the flash of lightning, and around you, you notice that there are no longer these walls above you. There is no huge sprawling city. The sound has changed. It's no longer autumn. It looks like it's the fucking middle of summer. Ahead of you, further down the river, near where that column of light remains, is a small village. There's a mill and a little water wheel in place of this sort of huge sprawling city was there, and then immediately another flash of lightning returns you to that autumn day before this darkening sky pushes in and the rain starts to fall, and you feel it hit your face, the two of you. Maybe as you're reacting to these two falling over, there's another flash of lightning.
Try to grab Drift
Sure.
immediately.
Yeah, you can go to grab him. Give me a dex save.
Yes, please. Okay. 12?
12. I think you probably grab him as he you maybe
Okay.
grab his hand as he's falling, and
Yeah.
it slows him before this next flash of lightning happens, and it wipes the city away. You're now just in a frozen landscape which is spread out before you, and there's a blizzard. The rain changes to ice and it's frozen, and instantly you feel that cold just chill you from that heat of the summer. There's no trees, there's no walls here, there's no river, just snow. Thick and endless snow, just all the way out. And another lightning strike, boom, batters the ground nearby. And this is where your con saves kick in. What are your con saves here?
15 for Rin?
15?
Yeah.
19. What was your
23.
con save? 23. On your con save. I don't know if you... Oh, yeah, an 18.
Oh, sorry, 18 on con save. I was backwards. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, the lightning strikes the ground next to you. Boom! It probably causes you to lose your grip on Drift. It's because it hits the ground next to you and it shoots snow up into the air around you. There's another flash of lightning and you hear that rumble of thunder, and you're back into the nightscape, the night air around you. It's cold this time, and it looks like it's been raining for a long time. You feel the mud on the bottom of your boots kind of sink you a little lower as the snow is instantly vanished. There is now lightning striking endlessly all around. It's smashing the houses of the city. This again looks like modern day Rosegard. There's houses behind you, and it's kind of hard to make out with the walls here, but you can see because of the night sky that there's a lot of fire. Standard fire from
Clarifying.
I have to now. There's a lot of fire kind of spreading out across the town because you can see it. You can see the smoke. You can see the light from what must be huge bonfires within the city walls. Looking behind you, you can see the farmyards from beyond you are in kind of chaos. There's wind which is blowing. It's hard to kind of stand. Maybe for you, Rin, 19's super heavy. There are people screaming and running everywhere. They're running for cover into the walls. They're running towards barns in the distance. Another bolt of lightning strikes the ground exactly where you are stood, and it snaps you from that kind of odd reverie, and you are returned to this sort of autumn day next to the river here, as if nothing has changed. However, you two can see that column of light. It remains there still, as if...
I just realized what's happening, and I love it, and I'm really fucking excited about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm.
Oh my god, I just realized what's going on, and I love it.
I don't want to get too excited, but if you're getting excited, then I think I might allow
I
myself.
think I'm excited because I think I figured this out. You know when you're watching a movie and you're like, I figured out the plot. I feel like I figured
Yes.
out the plot.
Okay, if you think so.
Ooh.
Our real quick question.
Everything around you returns to as it was. Literally, maybe like 3 seconds
Drift
ago.
okay?
It was a few seconds ago.
Are we still knocked out?
and
Yeah, that's what
Iridia
it
are
is.
So
still on the
I-
ground. KO.
I dropped you, so my mistake. I'm gonna try to slap your face a little gently. Like, are you okay? Hello? Drift? Hero? I'm gonna look at both of you and try to shake you awake.
If they don't wait, I would like to do a perception check to see if anybody in the towers and in the walls saw that shit.
Yeah.
So wait, we're at the autumn day now. We're not. Are we where we left off? We're back to where we started?
As if nothing has happened. Yeah, like
nothing happened. Okay.
5 seconds ago.
23.
23.
Okay.
Everything is exactly the same. No
People don't know, they don't look at you, they're just kind of looking at us. It's
No,
like,
there were 2 guards that were looking at you as if nothing happened. They seem to be talking to each other quite harshly, and one of them is pointing down because 2 of your group just fell over.
Yeah. Okay.
But
After
they're
we
not
put our
really
arms
reacting too much. They don't
Okay.
seem to care. You probably would know from meeting many of the guards here. They're not that bothered by these sorts of things.
together.
Red,
Yes.
Red.
Yes.
I,
I'm just trying to wake them up. They fell over.
I lean in toward her. Do you see that column of light over there still?
Yes, I do. I don't think we should go through it yet until we have them with us.
Yes, wake them up.
Yeah.
I have an idea. I would like to grab both Rift and Eero at the same time, one on each arm, and I would like to pick them up and dunk their heads in the river water real quick.
Oh no, not the shit water. I'm sure they can wait. I'm trying to stop you. I'm sure we can
You
pick
mean
them
the
up.
big river, though?
Yeah, the big river. Yeah. Just give them a little quick dunk.
Oh.
Hope no piranhas are in there or
Okay.
anything. You know.
No
All right.
Hope they don't come over
The
the school.
shit river, not the shit river.
No, I didn't want you guys.
So
I feel
nice.
like that is.
You'll get pink eye.
I feel like that is perfectly acceptable when you do that. Drift and Iridia, I think that probably wakes you up. You're just kind of like, you're not completely like magically under or anything. I would imagine that this would probably wake you up from what feels like
Are
you've
you
got.
alright? Are you alright?
I set them both down.
Probably both feel like you've been
Get up. You have to
cold
get up.
clocked. You probably
Okay.
got a little bit of a headache kicking in for sure.
Okay.
I don't know how long we're going to see this. We have to hurry.
What?
We have to move quick.
I'm like touching you guys to make sure you weren't like hit by lightning because I feel like that's what happened. So I'm like touching your faces and shit and bodies. Are you okay? Are you injured? What happened? Did you get hit by the lightning?
What lightning? What are you talking about?
What
You
happened?
didn't see the lightning?
Hold on.
Just in my head. Oh.
Everything got dark, and then the bolt came down. And
Yeah. Did it hit you? Are you alright?
I don't know. Yeah, I feel okay.
I think we need to go quickly. But
Go quickly where? What are you talking
See
about?
that?
follow,
Do you see
follow
that?
me. Rin, fill them in. And I
Alright,
want to start
okay.
walking.
Okay.
Brad,
I
do
get
we
up.
see this light?
Oh, the light is still there, and all 4 of you can see it.
For all of us. Okay.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
And I try to
what
help
is
you
that?
both up. I'm gonna help you both up. I have no idea, and I have no idea what just happened and what I saw, and I need to process it. But 19's convinced that that won't last long, so that might be where we go to get the rune.
Are we just gonna squeeze through here? And I just point to like sort of staying along the river. Like, is there a way to get through there, Brad? Is
That
like
road
there an
right
opening?
yeah. That road.
There, it's like in
Uh,
the middle of the water, isn't it?
Like, do we have
Oh.
to go in water?
Yeah, no, hell no, you can't get around there. This is a big military wall. The wall goes slightly out into the river, which looks pretty deep. You could probably swim around it if you want, but there's guards that are looking at you, and there's an open entrance
But I
just a
mean,
little further down. But there is
What
no
if we
obvious
wanna
accent.
Go into it. What if we want to go into the light? Can we swim there?
Great,
Or
we're
do
all
we
dead.
go-
Yeah,
This is what he was talking about
You could
earlier.
swim there.
This is how we all die.
No, we can. So how long would the run if we took the main road? How long would that run take? How long did it take us to get here? 30 minutes?
it took you about 30 minutes to get here. There's not that many people in town. That archery contest is just finished, and there's still a lot of like festivities going on over the river. So the city's still relatively empty. So you're gonna make good time regardless moving through the town at the moment. But you still got to go all the way back along the wall into the main city, along the
Through the shit
roads
river?
and stuff. You
Through the shit river,
have to
absolutely.
go through the shit river, yeah, or figure out, or you can walk all the way along and across it further down. But it's way way down.
Can I do a check, like an Arcana check, to see if I know what just happened? Like if I know the rune that we're talking about has this capability to do this, if this is the rune or if this was a spell or
You can give me an
something,
Arcana
anything.
check, yeah.
Okay, thank you. 19.
A 19 is surprisingly low for everything you need in terms of the answers for this.
Okay.
But You would imagine, I think probably the best that you would get on a higher roll, but with a high DC.
It's fine, I trust
The
you.
magic that is imbued within these braces is obviously going to resonate with similar magic. You know,
Okay.
you guys know that the magic that's used with these braces is different to your average kind of the same sort of magic that Iro uses. This modern day magic, kinda, this sort of version of magic that you guys use is different to the magic that existed a long time ago in the time before with the ancient magi. And the bracer magic and the magic that was in the Gate of Fire before and all these other things that you've seen, it is different. And it has a different... it's under a different kind of category of magic almost. So I would say that you can for sure assume relatively confidently that this is that. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to know if I would assume that it was from the bracer or if I'd heard anything.
I don't
with
think I don't think
Okay.
without an insane roll you would be
Okay,
able to
fair enough.
to know anything about it because not
Sounds
many
good.
people do.
We have to go around. I was trying to see if there's anywhere to go over here, but we have to go back around and through the shit river.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, I could throw you over, I think. It's not very far. I bet I could
Oh.
throw all of you.
No, I prefer not to be thrown. Perhaps we can
I
keep
just
an eye out for any shit before we swim.
Yes. A quick note, then I want to kind of huddle up with the group, if
Yeah.
they allow me to.
Sure.
I'll look back up towards the guards. I think Rin was too. We were both awake for that whole thing, and as soon as everything went back
Yes,
to
I
normal,
was.
I'd look to see if anybody noticed, and it seems as though the guards were still just looking at us like nothing happened. They didn't see any of that. Only we did. At least to my
Did they
eyes.
see the pillar?
Wait, is this
Something beyond that light?
We should walk and talk, by the way.
Oh, yes. Also, Iro, maybe you should feign having had the drink. You two drift. Just in case they're watching us closely. You know, you falling over.
yeah, I just
Be
I think we
laughing
need
and enjoying ourselves.
tea.
Yes, of course.
Oh, yeah, I can make you some tea.
That's why
Oh,
you haven't
tea would be
made us-
excellent.
You haven't made us tea in so long.
I
It has
haven't.
been a
That's
very
why
long
we
time.
passed out.
Well, I mean, that's because you guys were right. Cool. Yeah, I can make you
So
some tea.
maybe while we're walking back, we could have some tea, and that way it'll help us look more normal.
So
I
to
agree.
okay, but we'd have to sit here for a minute, and I'd
I'm
need
fine
water.
with that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, tea over lights.
So it's
right?
like we're having a picnic almost.
Yeah, just a nice little picnic outside the walls.
Absolutely.
Right.
And then we'll go to the light, of course. I mean, do you think this is a pressing time matter?
I kind of sort of do, but I
Doesn't
have no
matter
idea.
though, because we want tea, right?
Right. I guess. Okay, just wait here and I will get some water for the tea. I'll walk over and I'll fill up my kettle with not shit river water, the other river water.
Okay. Yeah, fine.
Okay, and then I will make some tea.
All right.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, you guys sit down and have some tea.
I'm not sitting down and having any tea. I'm moving. I'm already at the river. I'd like to note that. I am at the river and I am dipping my toe in to see how cold. I don't know what it is because I don't really know how I feel with
That
that.
clipped forever.
You are
It's the
all at
best moment.
you're all at the
Brad,
river
ever.
anyway. And they're sitting down and having some nice tea because they almost can't help themselves but to drink the tea. These two, Iridir and Drift, the answer to "Would you like some tea?" is always yes.
We are so addicted since episode like 2.
yeah.
Yeah.
So these two are sitting
There's only
down.
been one roll, by the way. Brad has never given us an opportunity
To
to
break
wean
it.
ourselves off.
No.
of this.
We're
No.
so addicted.
Could you keep drinking it?
Dude, that was such a.
It does make you feel refreshed. And
It does
clear
make you
of
feel
mind.
very nice
Yeah.
and refreshed.
Brad gives huge incentive for big quest item. and we're sitting there having tea.
Yep.
I have no doubt whatsoever that you will not complete this campaign.
What? No.
Not because you're gonna die or anything like crazy. You're just always gonna never do the main quests and stuff. You're just gonna always find something else to do, like drink tea or start a gang war with some random non-existent NPCs.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can sit and you begin to have some tea. I think probably in the background, 19 is sort of shifting around unbelievably impatiently. His plating on his body is just grinding as he moves and paces up and down. But let's be honest, it doesn't take too long to make some tea. It probably takes you longer to make the fire, but that's about it. And then the kettle boils and you make yourself, or the pot boils, and then you make yourself some nice tea.
Thank you, Rin.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
This
I'm glad you like it so much.
Wow.
It's always very good.
Yeah, did you add a new like a spice or anything to it? It tastes better.
No, this is actually the fresher stuff from instead of where I'm from. It's right here from.
What are the can you tell us like the ingredients? Do you have it written down?
I don't have it written down.
What's really in it?
A lot of different things. Some herbs and things to help keep your mind alert.
Okay.
I don't really.
Anything else like that really stands out?
Well, colewort.
Colewort.
Yes. Yeah, it's predominantly colewort.
What? Okay.
Do I know what any of those things are?
Yeah, what the hell's that?
Give me 2 history checks, boys. Or
Not a nature check?
Or nature checks, I think probably would be fair for especially for Iridir.
Yeah, I'll throw
19.
8.
Oh, they're not going to do the main mission today. Okay. Never mind. It was. We almost. Okay, no, it'll be fine. Colewort. Wait, what did you get, Drift? You don't know what colewort is. You probably never heard of it.
I have no idea.
Iridir, you've heard of this before. This is a natural herb that is used to sort of rid the body of toxins.
Colewort. It gets rid of toxins in the body, like poisons and such. You know, like whenever we go and eat the horrible food that's by the festival over there.
This is.
I wouldn't necessarily consider that a toxin, but this is mostly used for sobriety. Like when people are addicted to the drink and things like that, we use this to help them cleanse themselves of it and wean off of. Yes, 19, are you all right?
No, I'm good. I would just like to note that I'm across the river, already through the river, on the other side with my arms crossed.
Yeah,
Waiting
that's
for us.
fine. Can I get a deception check from Rin? And an insight check from Iridir?
Oh, God.
No, because I'm wearing a ring, which allows me to not have to do that.
No. Wrong way. You can't lie.
What?
No, you can lie.
I'm
right?
wearing a
What is it?
ring.
Yeah, but so am I.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
no,
point.
no,
Yeah,
no, I
yeah.
think
Since
it-
we're both wearing the ring.
I think it shields you. I've already
From
forgotten.
having to roll a deceive, I think, because otherwise we would have had to roll during that other conversation.
I have it handy.
Look it up. Look it up.
Here we
I can't
go.
wait.
Ring of
I have
Mind
it handy.
shielding. Right, here we go.
Also, I'm not lying.
While wearing this ring, you are immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts. You can use an action to make it become invisible. If you die, so it's
No. It
What am I missing?
determined. So you're immune to let you know when others can't determine when you're lying.
while wearing this ring, you are immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts. Determine whether you are lying. Know your alignment. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So it's just magic.
She's telling the
It
truth.
just stops the magic.
Yeah. No, this is all
It
it
just
is.
stops the magic. It doesn't stop me being able to figure out if she's lying.
While wearing this ring, you are immune to magic that allows you to tell whether you are lying. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. No,
Ooh,
you're
that's
just.
the word.
It's just
Okay.
magic.
Because I got
Yeah.
I got a 10 on my insight. So doesn't she still have to roll a deception?
She
check?
does, yeah. No, you're
guess
right. This is just for magic.
Oh,
If
please
he's
fail,
so
please fail.
basically, I think this is if for Zone of Truth. I think is what that is specifically kind of aimed for. Is a spell like that.
All right.
Fail.
Yeah, there you
Fail.
go.
Okay.
Only time I ever want you to fail a dice roll.
You gotta
I
be
won't.
at 10.
Damn it, 8. Okay.
Uh,
Okay, can I
Here's
say
the thing.
where I am though? Like where the lie is? Because otherwise they're gonna fucking hate me for the rest of the fucking show.
I
'cause they
think I think something's up with the way that you're
Oh my god.
saying
Okay.
it. I don't think it's not like you're just going lie detector, you know. It's more just like
Yeah.
something about Rin
May
is
I?
different since you spoke to her about her being you know, she's in this thing or whatever, and so now you're a little more hypersensitive to kind of how she's speaking or what her body language is telling you, and there's just something you get like a little sonar ping while she's talking about this Cold War. There's something in the tone of her voice or the way she sat
Not
or
the Cold
something.
War. Not the cold
Or what
word.
about the tea? Yeah.
It's when I'm talking about how we use it for sobriety and all that, and for helping soldiers. That's where you see me get uncomfortable.
I think it's about the tea.
I also have knowledge of Cold Wars as well.
Yeah.
So I say,
Yeah.
Wait
The
a minute.
information about the Cold War is correct.
Yeah, it's real. I didn't lie about the cold word.
Yeah. There's just
That's
something
why I'm
else.
trying to clarify.
There's something else off here.
Yeah.
are you sure?
Am I sure about what?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I don't think
What are they doing, Grift?
that. Yeah, I Rin,
Yes.
are you being truthful with us?
Mostly.
Why?
What do you mean mostly?
What'd you say?
Mostly. You know, we use the tea maybe for other
What?
purposes than what I suggested, but it was habit.
Rin, I thought we
That's-
were beyond
I'm sorry,
this.
it was habit. It was habit. That's just the answer that they taught us. It's been grilled into me for 200 years. It just came out. I'm sorry.
Wait, so this isn't tea?
No, it is tea, and Cold War does absolutely cleanse you of toxins. We just don't use it that way.
What way do you use it?
Excuse me.
19, we're finding out about the tea we're drinking. Can you calm down?
Your voice down.
Why are you yelling?
You're
Because you are yelling.
Well, we've got to get across the river. There's no shit. I went past 5.
We'll be there in 1 second. We're finding out about this tea.
You can't see your back anyway. It's covered in shit.
Oh, and I instantly get on the ground and start rubbing like a dog with his back on the ground again.
Oh, you're just smearing it all over.
What did you
It's
say?
metal.
So what's wrong? Wait, what's wrong with this tea?
There's nothing wrong with the
It's
tea.
so
So
good.
what way do you use the tea?
To lubricate conversation.
In what way?
I mean, Eero, I'm sure you can use your imagination. We're a dark cult.
Making minds malleable?
Yeah, sort of. Or
Minds
more just open, maybe just open to suggestions. Because you feel really good, don't you? You feel really
Yes,
clear
I
of
feel
mind and
wonderful.
alert.
And
Yes. Okay.
Simultaneously very angry.
You don't seem angry.
I know that.
Okay. Well,
Wait, I'm so confused. So you pour this tea on your body?
no, you drink it.
But you said
But-
you use it as a lubricant.
Yeah, not that kind of lubricant. More like a social lubricant to make people more open to conversation and telling us certain things.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did I get it all off?
No, there's still some more. So when you say
God damn it.
that this tea
Hmm.
makes our minds malleable,
Yes.
have you ever suggested things for us to do after we've drank this tea that we've done because we've drank this tea?
No, it's not like that. It's not like that. I can't
Is
just tell
that
you to
why-
stand up and then you want to stand up. It's not like that.
That's why in the river.
What's why in the
Oh,
river?
it's the tea.
What are you talking about?
I have
The
no idea
tea
what you're talking about, Drift.
I got it. All right. And I just jump into the river and cross the river.
Okay.
Wait, the shit river or the?
The shit river to cross to go to 19.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
It just all makes sense to me. So like Drift legitimately thinks that's why he got a boner looking at you.
It was because of the tea that you
Yeah.
haven't had in weeks. Okay. All right.
And he swims through the shit.
Hello?
Is there any other way to get across the river here?
What are they doing over there?
I don't know, but I just changed. I don't want to go back over there.
Talking about tea.
What are you
Also-
talking about tea? There's a whole light in there.
Also, why are we going this way? Don't we want to go to the light in the middle of the river?
I think so, but what is the option?
I mean, swim there?
Swim around?
I don't want to swim around. I want to go into it.
Drift, will you tell them to
But
hurry
the
up?
light is very far away.
Tea.
What are we going to do? Get a boat?
Well, I assume we can
Guys!
get closer before we...
Guys, the store is about to close. We need to get to the store. It's gonna close soon. We need to go.
I'm going to look around. Is there any
Yeah,
other
is
way
there
to
a
cross the
bridge or
river
anything?
besides swimming?
You can walk like 15 minutes west.
Is the light still there, Brad?
Yep.
Does it look like it's doing anything?
No, it just looks stable and weird, probably. Just
All
a
right,
straight up column of light, like someone shining the fucking bat symbol down into the, all the way up and down. Goes all the way up to space and all the way down to the center of the Earth, as far as you can tell.
Yeah, I'm going to take off my clothes again and sort of say, all right, let's just go through this stupid river again and keep on the lookout for any obstacles.
Obstacles. Okay.
Well, otherwise we swim through the large canal and try to go that way, but that's a long way.
Bickering over getting across the river they've already crossed.
I'm getting naked,
Yep.
taking all my
Yep,
stuff off.
I will do the same thing.
Okay.
Come on!
I will put my clothes back into my bag, and then I will cross this shit river again.
Okay. You cross the shit river. And
I'm
Iro,
not
you do the
looking.
same?
Yeah, I'm gonna look first and try and
Yeah.
pick the most opportune time to cross.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, you'll be pleased to know that there is no penalty for crossing the river this time. You can all cross it without being hit by a piece of shit. And you get out the other side. Drift and Iro, you notice that you already want to drink some more tea. You just kind of want some more. Can't help yourself.
D-
It's very Moorish.
I know that there is obviously a problem with this tea,
What do you mean?
but
Still talking about the
perhaps we could have some more.
Cold
Yeah,
War.
we
Here
just
it is.
crossed the river, which
Cold
took a
War
lot out of us.
is not highly addictive.
Yeah,
What's
you
that?
know that. Colewort is not addictive.
Drift doesn't know that.
I don't know anything, man. This tea just
But
tastes
you're
fucking
Iro,
great.
you probably had this a bunch. You've probably had this before. Probably know a bunch of people that just drink cold water naturally from your upbringing.
I've
Are you
asked
sure there's
all
nothing
three.
else in this? Why do I want more than I want to get clothed right now?
I mean, there's absolutely more than just the Colewort in there. It's a blend, but I don't know precisely what's in
Yeah,
it.
she said there's other herbs and stuff. I'm sure it's just an herb.
I'm looking at my clothes right now,
We use
I'm
it
very
for addicts, right?
as I'm sure
Oh,
several of you noticed. But
I'm getting dressed, by the way. I've already crossed, so I'm just like redressing myself.
Can we have some more tea?
I mean,
I would like to use thaumaturgy, quick, Brad.
Oh my god, yeah, okay.
I would like to use thaumaturgy to yell at the three of them, just straight up, "What are you doing?" And I want it to like rattle their eardrums.
Yeah, the
okay,
guards
I
are
drop my
like
clothes. Like,
the guards are shouting. now. Oi, shut up!
Sorry!
Shut up! Will ya?
Sorry!
Bloody hell!
Sorry, what is there? What the door? The closest door's right there, right?
why are we?
They're pointing at the gigantic gate. Just like,
Yeah.
like
All
that.
right, thank you. Just walked out it, couldn't remember where it was. I got people that are drunk for some reason. They were passing out. This is so
Why
fine.
are you putting notice on us? Why are
I
you
will
putting
put notice on your face in a second. Why are we still standing here talking about tea when you're
I don't know why we're talking about tea, but I can't think about anything else.
Well, then maybe it's because it's all in your mind.
How
Kid,
about
that punch. It's all
The
in your
tea
mind.
has
If
gotten
you
into
want
my
to
mind. I don't know
just
why.
you'll find.
It all rings
Come
true.
it? Wow. Okay.
Yes, that's not
How
good.
about
You made us drink this tea, and it's all I
I
can think
didn't
about
make
now.
you. You
I
wanted
swear
the
to God,
tea.
if I hear the
Can I
word
just
tea
have
come
some
from
more tea?
one more person,
Can I have
It
more?
smelled good, and I like it. And then you wanted it because it smelled good. So you know.
I would like to
said
attempt
yes.
to pick up all three of them.
Give me an athletics check with disadvantage.
Don't make it.
Still naked.
With what? What'd you say? With what?
Disadvantage.
I
10.
got a 10.
No. You probably pick up. Who are you going for first? Whoever that is, you pick up.
Going for Drift first because he's small.
Oh, come
You
on!
pick up Drift quite easily. Then you maybe go for Rin, and it's not good. And there's no way you can get all three of them.
No,
You
no,
can't do
you
it.
don't.
I just start taking Drift and I just start walking with Drift.
Okay. You
Go
can
to
do
the
that.
gate.
I just want some more tea, man.
I squeeze him a little tighter when he says tea.
Ow! Ow! It's
I swear, say tea one more time. You two, say tea one more time. I dare you.
Hero, get dressed. We're going.
Get dressed. You don't say tea, though. Hero, Hero, don't.
But I am
Hero!
very thirsty.
I'll give you something to drink here in a minute. It's going to be the water out of the river. Let's take a walk, shall we? I'll even buy you a drink at the inn. Let's take a walk, shall we? I squeezed Drift for no reason a little tighter.
what the?
Sorry.
Going to reluctantly put my clothes on, staring at like Rin's tea setup.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Or like,
I mean,
I
it's
assume
my
she's got a
bag,
tea
yeah.
kettle like
I do.
strapped to her
Yeah, I
back.
do. I do.
Back or something.
Yeah, it's strapped to my backpack. Yeah. Very observant.
Okay. And you just head back into town.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. And are you beelining for the column of light? Pretty
Yes.
much.
Yes, absolutely. But
Okay.
I would like to keep my eyes out for any of those prey terrata motherfuckers, please.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Okay. I was hoping we made it out of the fire. 15.
Oh, you made it out of the fire, lad. Into the fucking frying pan, son.
I know.
Let's see. At 15, you are surprised to see that there doesn't really appear to be any of them following you at all. As you head back into town and
That
start
actually scares me more.
making your way back in to the thing. Well, you got these nice rings, and you did see you did
that's
see
true.
one of them following you for a bit, and she seems to have dropped off. Like you very openly saw the half drow. I don't remember if you know her name or not, so I just keep referring to her as the
She
half
did
drow.
tell me. She did tell me.
She
but
did?
I think so.
Did you write it
I'm
down
pretty sure.
somewhere?
I probably did. Let me open a document.
Drift.
Anyway, yes.
What? Can you put me down now? We've been walking for like 10 minutes. I got this.
I put you down 2 minutes ago.
Getting a free ride, like a taxi service.
I've
through
been
town.
holding on to you. So
Dude, I
It's on the
knew.
back of your leg.
Why are you talking about what is going on in front of those two? What is happening with the tea? What is the problem? Why could you guys not shut up about the tea? What is happening? I can't drink it.
It's just so good. Have you ever had
She's
something?
done
so
something to the tea.
I have
Yes.
not done anything.
Good?
to
He did.
Someone's done something to the tea.
He added an
That's all I
herb
can
we've never
bloody
heard of.
think about.
You see 19 start counting on his fingers the amount of times they all start saying tea.
What are
Especially.
you doing?
Oh, nothing. Just roll on. Get my toes up real quick. I don't have toes. How far? We're getting. How close are we to the light now, Brad?
Well, I don't know what you're doing.
Is he having a stroke?
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing. I was just placing you just inside the town and then seeing what you were doing, and then I'm happy to fast travel you to the light.
Yes, please.
To the light, please.
To
Yeah.
the light.
Yeah, you guys maneuver through town. Rin keeps an eye out for the half drow, whose name is Zari, I think, or Zahare. Thanks for making it the most difficult name ever, Jaguar.
I mentioned tea 26 more times along the way.
26 more times
Wonderful.
The whole time, not just like.
minimum. as you head through town. Yeah, the town has a significant amount of people in it now. It's starting to fill back up, but just nowhere near as much as it would do if they weren't all over the river. And you can still hear some festivities over the river pretty obviously. You take the main road back all the way up to the area where the city kind of splits here, and it's a relatively kind of obvious split. Again, you get to that area where the palace and the sort of more noble looking grounds and spacious houses are, becomes a dock area. And as you approach the docks, you notice that the part of the docks and part of the area where the there's like a, what are those things called, where the bridge kind of opens a little bit just to allow smaller boats into the canal. It's called something, but I forget what it's called. There's one in Camden.
Like a lift bridge? Like a lift bridge?
Yeah, but it doesn't lift upwards. It kind of lifts inwards, kind of. I don't know what it's called, and I've completely blanked on it, but I did know when I first made the
Sluice?
place.
I don't know.
Sluice gate.
Oh, maybe that is what it's called, actually.
It's like a gate. It swings.
A gate that opens, yeah.
Swings.
Yeah, a lock. It's more like a lock. Yeah, that's a better way to describe it, actually. This area is like a very small docks that allows some of the larger ships that come in, because there are fishing boats that go up and down, and there does appear to be some smaller kind of barges and things that seem to be designed to transport people up and down the river, wherever the river goes, because it's pretty big. It's a relatively large river. There's nothing like huge ships that would sail out to sea here, but there are a lot of canal boats that go up and down the smaller canals, and some ships that are designed for transport and fishing, pretty much. And a lot of them seem to dock here. So pretty much this whole area, like around here, is a sort of a dock area. And normally you would pass it and head down the road this way. This time you probably want to head towards that column of light. So you head onto the docks district of the city here, and right up to where that light is. Give me another perception check, please. Rin.
Like that.
Rin.
Oh, man.
Rin was looking for something specific. Okay.
Fuck!
No
Holy
one.
shit!
No one's
It's a
here.
9.
Iridir, give me an investigation check.
What's wrong with that?
An 11.
And an 11. There's a beggar man.
May
That's
I,
it. There's just one beggar man on the ground in this like whole area, pretty much. There's not a lot going on. The light, as you approach it, is just bright, and it just lights the area a little bit, but other than that, it's just this really odd kind of column of light, and it's huge. It measures,
no
let's
one
see,
else
we'll give
seems
it.
to notice it or interact with it or anything.
No one, for sure. The very small amount of people that are moving around this area definitely do not see it. If this thing was here, you 100% people would be crowding around it like, what's going on? And it's just you four walking up towards it. And I'll bring you to the edge of it. And there's a man sat probably half in, half out the light, and he's on the ground. Just a sort of...
He doesn't seem to notice it either?
No, he's just got like a robe on, and he's very skinny and old looking, like cliche kind of beggar. And he looks up at you guys as you approach the light, and you can see on him that this light is half on him, half off of him, to sort of demonstrate that it's not there, or it's not injuring him, or he for sure can't see it or doesn't seem to see it. What do you guys want to do as you approach the light here? Generally speaking, it's very quiet in this area. It doesn't appear to be a lot of people around at all.
May I roll 2 checks? May I do a perception check to just kind of like, I'm not looking for what Rim was looking for, but just looking for like anybody that seems suspicious around us, maybe watching what we're doing. And then can I do an investigation check to see if I can find what we're looking for?
You found it. It's a giant column of light, and you can't miss it.
That's like, I'm just saying, like around the light, like if anything seems like investigation, like for anything that might seem out of ordinary, that I don't know, maybe the light's pinging off of a piece of like a piece of that dude's fabric, or like there's like something like that.
You want to do like a sweep of the area for like some sort of fucking completely out of place bullshit that's there. Yeah, okay. Give me the perception. In fact, if you all want to do this, that's fine. Everyone give me an investigation check if that's what you want to do. If not,
You want
let me know.
a different one from me?
Yeah, that investigation check was for something else that I was giving you the benefit of the doubt about, but you failed.
A
Okay.
10?
10.
19 on perception for me, and then my investigation is
Perception-wise, pretty much all you can see around here is what Rin sees as well. There's just this one dude who just like, he's like watching you through like some roomy eyes.
You rolled a 10 on perception.
He doesn't look,
That's what I was saying, yeah.
he doesn't look too interested in you, but also, you know, like when there's just a random dude that is just sat there all day and they kind of watch you because there's nothing else to do. He just seems to be doing that. He doesn't seem to be like following you or very interested in you. There's no like people on roofs. There's no like fucking set of guards waiting for you. There's no like horrible cult members waiting to spring a trap. For the most part, it's relatively quiet here because it's off the main road. You've wandered over towards where this lock is, this dock. There's a few ships that are moored, like very small little fishing boats and things. A couple of canal boats. But in general, it's very quiet, and you kind of have this area to yourselves as well. I guess 19 begins to do his first sweep of the area. What are you guys looking for in particular, if anything? If not, I'll just give you like a general look around.
What I would say I would be looking for would be, I'd be looking for something that light maybe. So like, you know, when like you're playing a video game and there's like a light like that, and then like you just kind of got to look around that area until you see like the item that is coming off that light or something. I'm just kind of looking for something like that, like maybe something that seems out of the ordinary.
Sorry.
I'm looking for like a Thanos like kind of gauntlet.
Okay.
I just kind of want to go through it.
I don't think I know what I'm looking for. I'm just trying to see if it connects to something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those of you that step into the light or maybe put a hand out, maybe even the bracer up to the light, you notice that your hand just goes into it. And stepping into it, when you're in it, it doesn't even seem like you're in the light. When you're inside of it, it's the same as being on the outside of it in a way. It doesn't feel like you're in the light. You're not lit up anymore. The area isn't lit up anymore at all. But you do feel like you're inside of it. You can see this kind of wall around you. It's pretty big. It goes out into the water a decent amount. It covers most of the kind of dock area.
Nothing's different.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Is this guy still right by us?
Yeah, for sure. He's just sitting there, just looking at you. Probably like starting to become a little more interested because you guys are just kind of wandered over and you're like doing weird stuff. I imagine that at least one of you went up to just what to him is the middle of the air and just kind of went.
Oh yeah, me. I did it, and then I went through it.
But it didn't look
Sure.
like.
Like mushrooms.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually go up to him real quick if you don't mind.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be like, sir,
Nothing seems to happen.
are you awake?
Yeah, hello there, boy.
Hey,
That's strange.
we're possibly planning on having some sort of picnic here. Would you mind if I give you a gold? Would you mind moving further down the river?
Yeah, picnic on the docks. Yeah, you're out of your mind, don't you, boy? It smells like fish and shit around here. Yeah, well, if you're having a picnic, you might want to go over to the church or something. They've got some nice grounds over there, trees.
That's a great idea. This was actually just the meeting spot, so
His hand is out for the gold as well, 100%.
Oh, absolutely. So I'm gonna flick him over a gold.
Yeah, thanks, boy. What, you want me to move off, clear off, is it?
Yeah, just so we don't hurt you if we decide to run around a little bit or anything.
All right, yeah, no problem, yeah. Bye.
He gets
Hurt you?
up.
Really?
He's a little confused and he kind of like, he struggles to stand up. He's kind of crooked and bent. He's pretty old looking. And he's got a little pack with him that he hefts up onto his shoulder.
Oh my God.
Picks up a little like empty cage and puts that under one arm. And he begins to like slowly slink off towards like the road maybe that you came up as a small kind of off street.
Thank you.
He slinks off looking confused. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
In terms of your investigations here, so Drift 21, 19, 21, Iridia 10. Do you want to do any sort of looking around, Rin? You want to give me an investigation check while you look about the area?
Oh, I thought that mine.
Nothing
was
on the like
before.
for short, just your basic like we're here. There is like nothing out of the ordinary here at all.
Sure. Did you want me to do perception or investigation?
You can
I
do
think you said
either,
investigation, right?
but
Okay.
depending on which one you roll depends on kind of what will probably bring back.
23.
23 on a perception check. So investigators on your 21, 21, and a 10. This really is actually extremely uninteresting here. You are looking around for like clues. You're looking for something that stands out. You're a perceptionator, not an investigator. Thank you. You roll different to the investigators. They rolled investigation checks, and you rolled a perception check. Okay, so you
Right. What? I wasn't arguing.
Yeah, well, you see something different.
Okay.
Investigation kids. You're looking for like something that sticks out. You're looking for like a door or like a secret rock that you can move, and or like a weird looking keyhole, or like Thanos gauntlet, or something like crazy, or something that like maybe bears the archaic writing on it, or something like that. Something that would immediately make you go, right, this for sure. If I push this, something's going to open there. This lever here, that's going to open that. Or, there's a clue that I can use to determine where to move. There's a lot of little areas that lead down onto lower docks. There's a lot of small kind of sewer grates and things like that for sure would probably take you elsewhere. And you're pretty sure that one of these could lead to like somewhere else. And that the light obviously goes out further into the water as well. But on the surface up here, you look over a few of the docks, you look behind some walls, you check some locked doors. There's a lot of unmarked doors and things here, but nothing looks completely out of place. On the surface here, and with a quick glance over and a decent look around, everything seems hunky-dory to you. Everything seems correct. Rin, you see the beggar man straighten up his back, throw his shit down on the ground, and then beckon you over as he walks into an alleyway.
What? Yeah, I fucking follow him. Absolutely.
Beggar that I gave a gold to?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Do you notice her obviously doing this?
I say no because you guys are kind of investigating things, and
we're probably looking around. I'm like
magnifying glasses out and
around.
You're looking for clues.
I have no idea what I'm looking for, so I'm just trying to I'm like lifting things off the ground like rocks.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm in the sand, sort of digging. Like
I'm intrigued by this clever deception I did not pick up on.
I mean, to you guys, she just looks like she's doing the same thing. She just goes over there, and you go over there, and then 19 goes over there. And then you follow the fellow down a sort of darkened alleyway a little bit. This old man is straightened up, and he just looks like an old human man. You definitely don't recognize him. He's got like a weird kind of old, disgusting, greasy robe over his head, and he flicks that gold coin up in the air and catches it, and then puts it in a pocket as you enter the alleyway. And he's about halfway down it with his back against the wall, and he seems very casual. What do you do?
I want to look at what he's carrying. Does he have weapons on him? Like he said he had a sack. What's in the sack?
Oh,
or can I see?
He threw that in the alleyway as soon as you entered it.
Oh, like he just didn't give a shit about it.
No,
okay.
there's just a load of shit on the floor next to you.
Okay.
As you step into
the
alleyway.
Man. What's the deal?
He says,
I thought your lot were a little cleverer than that, eh?
Well, we're not.
He
sadly
clicks his fingers, and the illusion, the disguised self spell drops, and he reveals himself as Kidia Night Sky, the guy that
fucking made me cut my finger off.
The guy that made you cut your
motherfucker.
He says,
and it's her who saw this. This is crazy.
Yeah. He says, right, we'd better keep our voices down, hadn't we?
Yes, get to the point.
Yeah, you took your time. Took you a while, didn't it, to read a few books?
I was waiting for the opportune moment.
Oh, you had like a whole day. Well, can't you read?
I can.
200 years? Is that how old you are?
Yes.
Yeah, I can see why you only got a few tattoos. Right. Well, better be careful down there. The last two that made it out, they're okay. that's good odds for you, but 50 usually.
Yeah, well, are you here for any purpose other than
never
to just
seen-
watch? Did you
never
bring
seen
us anything
again.
to help us?
Well, not really in the business of helping people.
Do you want it or not?
I'm just sort of here to see how you go about it, and I'm curious as to whether you make it out alive.
And you don't want to help aid us so that you get what you want? Seems a bit counterintuitive.
I don't think aiding you directly is going to help us too much. Not really sure what you're doing, frankly.
Right. Well, enjoy the show. I'll leave.
He says, one more thing, though. You
I
might,
stop and I look over my shoulder.
he says, you might want to visit the wizard down the street. He sells some trinkets. They're called merfolk trinkets, okay?
All right.
That would be my suggestion. You could also go and see the kobold for potions of water breathing if you want, but, well, that's going to make it significantly more difficult for you. And really, all you need to do is just dive in and head straight down, and then down, and then down. And I'll see you when you get back. Oh, if you get back, that is.
Right.
He turns around and walks away, and he flicks that coin in the air again and pockets it, starts whistling.
Yeah.
As he's gone.
All right. I walk back out of the alleyway.
Sure. Yeah, you head out, and
Okay.
and like Iridir is like on all fours.
Can I
like,
make eyes with
pushing a-
Iridir, actually?
For sure, I think Iridir is probably like nearby,
Yeah,
and he's like pushing a loose rock. Like I found
Yeah.
it, but it's just a loose rock. It's just a loose like paving cobblestone or something.
I like
I
tilt
was-
my head a little bit and like jerk it to have him come over. Come here.
I was legit about 2 seconds from jumping into the water.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
tea?
19 is like
I rush over.
dipping his
Yes,
foot in the water
tea.
on the dock side, a little further down.
100%. Like that's what my next move was going to be.
Yeah.
I'm still digging a huge hole in the sand.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
He's like the dog that's just like dig, 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 dig.
Yeah.
looks
and
up
it's like
quizzically.
like there's
Am I
there's
am I doing this right? Or
there's a few levels here to the docks where you're kind of up on the top bit of the lock, and you can go down to like a lower level where there are some wooden docking areas, and then there's the actual kind of the silts, as they're called, or the wash, where there's the actual kind of sand and mud, which is where Drift is. Like the next layer up on the docks is probably where 19 is, and then Iridir is crawling around on the top as Rin reappears, and yeah, she beckons you over.
did you make more
No. What? Make more what?
tea?
No, I'm not making tea right now. Iro,
Then what did you call me over for?
the eyes that see everything, the old man, that was,
Oh.
yes. Okay?
Oh.
Yes. We need some things before we go. He told me how to get down there, but it's very dangerous. I look behind me. Is he still there? Little shit. Bradley. Is he still behind me?
Oh, sorry. I thought you was talking.
That's all right.
I got very distracted
right.
for a moment there with
Okay.
my own bullshit. Oh no, he's totally gone. Yeah, no, he's
Totally gone.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
Just paranoid, so I'm just
Yeah,
checking.
yeah.
That's cool.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm setting
he's-
up the enormous boss battle that's about to happen.
Oh, God,
Because you
okay.
guys are. as-
Oh my god.
Fucking player knowledge, all right?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You
Fuck.
just.
Okay. Yeah, we need some things. Like he mentioned trinkets, a myrrh trinket, and then maybe some potions of underwater breathing, though he then said that might make it harder.
We're going back into the river of shit.
I hope not. But he did say to go down and just keep going down. Like dive in. That's what he said. I don't know. I'm unfamiliar with this type of magic.
Nothing over here.
Right.
I'm
right.
pretty sure I'm going to jump in the water. I think it might be, sorry, we're on a treasure hunt. It's a treasure hunt.
Just be careful. We'll be right there. All right. So, can we? I mean, why are they giving us advice?
Because they want it.
They want what?
The thing that Daddy Hasmal had us come and get.
The room?
Yeah, they want it for themselves.
For what purpose?
I don't know, but they will be waiting for us if we do get it. So I don't know what you want to do.
Well, what's our alternative? We leave? I mean, it seems as if we're bound by these bracers. At least if we know that there's a problem that's coming, then we can make plans for it and try to deal with it.
Exactly.
I have a few ways that we can sort of deal with problems.
Cannonball!
Okay, well, is there any way I could possibly... I'm just trying to think of a way to prolong our lives and maybe prevent them from realizing that we have betrayed them.
Always on the lookout for ways to prolong my life.
Right, so what I'm saying is that if they find out that we've betrayed them, it's over. So we need to come up with a plan that is solid, Eero.
Of course. Easy.
Rin is I'm really scared. I'm visibly upset by this.
All right, I put my hand on her shoulder and say, it'll be all right. We'll deal with it.
Okay. Should we
All
go
right.
get things? Hold on. We should stop them from looking around and making a big scene, and we should go get the things that we need, right? But what if he's not trying to help us? What if he's actually actively trying to sabotage us? Like, what if we just go in and then open the gate and then they can follow behind us? I realize that sounds completely paranoid.
If the way that I see it is, it doesn't matter what we do, because if we don't do this, I mean, from what we've found out, these bracers will end our lives in some sort of horrible fashion. But if we do it, and we know that they will be nearby or waiting or something, then we can at least be prepared for it. It doesn't change anything. All the paranoia does is add to your stress. It doesn't actually help you. We can be aware of these things, and now we are. Right?
Right. Perhaps the tea would help with the stress and the paranoia.
I could use some more tea.
Yeah, I could also use some more tea. Let's go. Let's get the things, and then I will make some tea.
Are you sure you don't want to make the tea first?
I mean, I could go for the tea now.
And then all of a sudden, you just see my head.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start making some
far
fucking tea.
away. Should not be able to hear this. Then I just go.
I'll make the tea. I'll make the tea.
Cartoonishly
Can you
just
go get them?
boing, and then there's a giant splash in the water from a bit further down. 19. What are you doing in the water?
Once I splash, I go like barely in. I go just like under the dock, like kind of looking around, like, oh, there's nothing under here. What the hell? And then I just kind of like, just out of curiosity, I'd like to peer down under the dock, not dive down, like just literally
below the pier.
In water.
Yes, I would like to peer below the pier. Yes, indeed, Eero has spoken correctly.
Please give me a perception check, please.
Perception. Oh yeah.
Perception.
A 21.
Ooh, very nice. You
Very nice.
look down into the depths of the water and the river here below. It is super dark, but you do see that this column of light goes all the way down, all the way down to the bottom of the river, presumably. It doesn't do much to light the way, but it does light some of it, and you can see that you can see that it's super deep. This river for sure maybe goes 100 feet down, maybe more.
Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
No.
So when I see that, I just kind of like my amber eyes go real big, and then I swim back over to the dock and I pull myself up on the dock and I run over to the group like still soaking wet, and I'm like, hey.
Yes. Shh.
What?
Maybe keep your voice down a little.
What do you mean I'm excited? What am I excited?
Yes.
I'm happy for you.
That maybe the excitement can be contained a little.
How dare you? I don't get excited often. Let me have my moment here. I'm excited. I think I've...
19. We've recently learned some information.
Oh, did you now? What kind of information did you learn? Because I think I found something.
That's excellent, and we are willing to hear it. But as a group, today, we recently learned some information.
My God. He turns his back towards you.
Oh.
You making fucking tea right now?
Well, yeah, we were just going to.
That's why you can't let me be excited? Because you're too excited about your goddamn tea?
No, we're just. Your voice carries. You are a big being.
I am, it's true. And I see that you care more about the tea than my excitement.
That's not true at all. Well, it might
no,
be
not
true.
true
Is
at
that
all.
true? That might be true.
I personally care more about the tea than your excitement.
I also do.
I fucking sit. Okay, listen, we need some things. Eero, you have the gold?
I have gold, yes.
Okay.
I have gold as well.
We're going to go get these items. We're going to get enough for every single one of us, and then we're going to jump into the river, and we're just going to keep swimming down.
We're going shopping again?
Yes, I know.
I feel so bad.
Listen, I think it's in the river, all the way down.
Sad anymore. Tea will fix everything.
Wait, the what's this like? What we need?
The R word.
Doesn't even work.
The Rin.
Yes.
I haven't tried
What?
Huh?
No, not the. Did you just say the Rin?
No.
Oh.
tea.
Okay. Well, yeah. The thing that we're looking for, I think it's down there. But we need some things because we can't swim and hold our breath forever.
I can, but you don't
Listen.
care about that kind of healing.
19. We need to get some things.
What? Huh?
We need to get some things. And
What do
then
you
we're
want?
going to.
I think we need to stick together when we do it. So
Yes.
can we just walk? You can carry
We're
the
going
tea.
to come
I'll
back.
put the
but
teapot away.
we need to go get some things, and then we'll come back.
It's not tea, is it?
No, it's not tea.
I think we're done with the tea. We've
Yeah.
had so much
It's
tea.
great.
Is that why you're sipping it as you say that?
Yes.
This
We're
is my
done.
last glass. 19.
Oh, your last. You're never drinking it again.
No, definitely gonna
That's
have it.
highly unlikely.
Yeah,
I have a
because
story I could tell you about something that John told me. He told me one time there was this thing called McLotion that I heard about a century ago. It sounds a lot like the tea.
You just lost one of your inspiration points.
Yes!
I made one rule at the start of this that there would be no McLotion ever.
That's what the tea is.
No. No McLotion in any campaign ever again.
Oh, that's so good.
Okay.
All right, we're walking back. We're walking to the
Yeah.
store. I'm following. Rin.
Do we need to? I am anxious and antsy to do this. See this? Can we fast forward, Bradley? Please. I would like to go buy said trinkets, said things. Or
Right.
would you like us for RP purposes to
No.
do that? Wonderful. Because
You
fuck shopping.
walk down the street a little ways. Everyone give me a perception or an investigation
No!
just to try and find the shops that you're looking for.
Oh, thank God. I'm so paranoid.
I don't know what kind of shops we're looking for.
You've
20.
already done it. You've already done it. You found both the shops. There is bam, just a little further down the street towards the Guild of Knowledge. You see that
God.
there are the two stores that were mentioned. Manny's
Great.
Wizardry and
I would like to party leader this shit. Go in, get the fucking shit we need, and come back out.
Manny's wizardry.
Manny's Wizardry and Crux Alchemy Rug. Which one do you want to go in first?
It doesn't matter.
Is there no music, by the way, bro?
There is,
alchemy
There is
rug.
sound. There's no music. You want some music?
Yeah. Hook us up with those crying
I'm
babies.
sorry, you said
background.
Crux Alchemy what?
Alchemy rug.
Krug's Alchemy Rug. I wrote them in the thing.
Yeah, I thought the same thing, Wack.
What do you think, guys?
Okay.
All right.
I
No,
don't know.
no, nothing.
Okay.
Definitely thought you said Crux Alchemy rug.
I don't know. Is it an American word? I feel like I'm always left
The
out.
American slang. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
You are American, Brad.
I'm not always that American to always pick up on all of your little in jokes that you
You
lot
are
make.
pretty right wing, though.
Am I?
Yeah.
That's mean. Okay. Damn.
Don't even
Okay.
start bringing wings into this.
Yeah. All right. No, I'll remember it. Yeah, you're about to embark on a really fucking dangerous
Okay.
part of the game, so I will remember. Now there isn't music playing apparently, so I'm just gonna hit this one. Oh, you know what it is, whack. Same problem as yesterday, innit? I uploaded 50% of my music again. I think it works when you upload it to the thingy, and all the other ones don't. All the fanbus ones don't work anymore, do they? Right.
No, they don't.
It's annoying.
You had it until yesterday.
Okay. So you see Manny's wizardry first,
Okay.
and
okay.
you step inside, I guess. And
Yes.
yeah, you walk into what is a very small little a little store. There's a lot of books here, and there's a lot of staffs and scrolls and things, and they're relatively well kept. There's a lot of bookshelves around. It looks like a bookstore when you first enter, and then you start to notice all the weird little trinkets that are around. And there are all these like strange glyphs and markings that seem to have been scrawled on the wall in various places on the sides of bookshelves, kind of carved in and things like that.
Great. Is he part of the cult?
When he steps out, you're convinced he isn't.
Okay.
This gentleman steps out. He's in sort of pretty common-looking clothing, and he's got this kind of ragged robe all over him. He does, however, have a very large bracer on one of his arms. And then you get a little closer and you realize that it is not one of the braces that you're wearing,
Oh,
but it looks really similar.
Wow.
It
okay.
looks really similar.
How similar?
Mm,
Like, does it have the writing on it?
it looks like someone made a paper mache version of the one that you're wearing.
Interesting.
But it doesn't have any writing on it. No, it just looks like the same size and shape, and it's kind of gold, but it's not gold. It's for sure made out of some sort of like boiled leather or something like that.
Okay.
He steps forward, and then he kind of clunks forward with the other leg. His left leg is metallic, and he says, "Oh, hi. My name's
Hello
Manny."
there.
I'm not doing a Mexican accent, by the way. Red 206.
Old school Manny, man.
Yes, I'm looking for, what was it called? It was like Mer something, right?
Mer.
Merfolk.
I can get you Mer.
Merfolk. That's right. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Merfolk?
Merfolk. You want a merfolk? For what?
No, I want something that allows me to go under the water and continuously breathe.
Okay.
Do you offer that here?
Yeah, I got gems or scrolls or pendants.
Pendants, please. Those last longer, right?
Yeah, sure. How many?
4.
Many. My name's Manny. So how many
Manny.
do you want?
Are you an idiot?
What? No.
Are you not that bright?
Well,
Okay.
I can be brighter. He casts fairy fire on himself and gets like a glow around his body. He's kind of glowing.
Brilliant.
He's kind of glowing like a purple. He says, "Look at that. It's cool, huh?"
Brilliant. Brilliant. Do you see what I did there? That was a better pun.
What did he say?
I said brilliant.
I don't get it.
All right. I figured. All right. Please. The amulets, please.
All right, one for you, one for everyone here.
Oh, did they follow me in?
No. What do these do?
Did you follow me in? I would not have behaved this way if they were with me.
I assume they followed you in. Did you follow her in?
I would have followed in. Yeah.
They're all there behind
Too
you.
late. It's too late.
You just turn around and they're all there looking at you like, what the
Just like
fuck?
in line.
I'm gonna knee Rin in the back of the leg. You know, like just that thing that like, makes her dip down.
Yeah.
Manny, you seem like a nice fellow.
Yeah.
Would these pendants that you're speaking of, these do last the longest out of any possible enchantment for breathing underwater?
Right, yeah. I mean, they just work when they're on, and then you take them off, and they stop working forever.
What do they cost, out of curiosity?
Well, I can only sell one per person, okay?
Why is that?
There's 4 of us.
Yeah.
So
That's
we
okay,
buy
right?
One per
You have to,
person.
but you have to hand over the money each individually, or I get in a lot of trouble.
Okay, we can do
Whatever you need us
that
to
okay?
do so that you don't
You can
get
do
into
that?
trouble, man.
Okay,
How much
thanks.
is
How much do they cost?
All right, for you 250, for you 250, for you 250, and for you 300. He points at 19.
I lean down. What exactly do these do?
Right. Okay. Let me show you what they do. Hold on. It's been like a long time since one of these was on it. I haven't had too many people swimming. They usually just go for a bat. Okay. Hey, there's one. I found one. Okay, look. And he holds up a sort of a golden pendant in the shape of a trident, on a gold chain. And he puts it down on like a table or a bookshelf somewhere nearby. There isn't really a desk in here.
Okay. I would like to lean in and just intimidate him.
He goes to kiss you. Give me a
Yes.
dexterity
What?
save. You said you leaned in.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he is so close, like one number away before, like as you, and then you just you like.
I'm gonna grab his
He's
face.
like,
I'm gonna grab his face because I reacted. Yes,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna fucking squeeze his jaw.
Ow!
Yeah.
Oh,
What the fuck do you think you're doing?
I thought you were gonna kill.
How dare you?
What
This
the
is
hell?
sexual harassment.
That's
I'm sure that your employer would be very upset if he knew that you were doing these types of things to your
on
customers.
the sign.
And
can you let go of his mouth so I can understand what he's saying? What are you doing, man?
What do you mean you don't
What?
understand? He
I
says
thought
he thinks
you
I was
were
coming
gonna
in for
kill.
a kiss. Stop talking! I squeeze fighter.
as soon as someone moves in closer to you, you assume they are kissing. What
Yeah.
kind of a man are you?
I don't know.
Are you a man?
Yeah.
Do you really well, listen. If you want to be considered a gentleman, then you will think twice about performing such actions against customers.
All right. Okay. I didn't think she was gonna be a
Horrific.
customer. I
I
thought she wanted to be my
demand-
girlfriend.
To speak to your employer.
Okay.
I let him go.
He turns around 360 and says, "Hi, I'm Manny. I'm my employer. It says Manny on the sign. I really thought you wanted to give me a kiss."
I just shake my head at him in disgust.
Somehow, you put the brain cells together to work this shop into existence.
Yeah.
I'm baffled.
He
Right.
must have a scroll of intelligence or something.
Well, I got a hat, but I don't know where it is.
Manny, how
I
much are
don't-
these pennants?
I just
I
told
don't
250,
think
250,
you want-
300.
I don't think that you want the kind of bad reputation that will occur without some sort of discount on these pendants. I am affronted, and our friend here is absolutely
I start
horrified.
crying. I start crying.
Oh, why are you crying?
Rin, are you okay?
Because of the sexual harassment
Yeah, it
that
was
you
just a
almost
kiss.
committed.
I mean, it really wasn't that bad, so.
Right, she looks confused.
I'm so
So
confused.
violated.
Yeah, okay. All right.
So, Manny, is that what your name is, right?
Yeah, it
Manny?
says Manny on the
Manny of
sign.
Many things, right?
Yeah, many
of
things. I got
things.
lots of stuff.
Right,
What else
right,
do you
right.
want?
You were telling me what that amulet there did. You never quite finished. Now, I'd also like to inform you that you've upset my friend Rin
Yeah,
here.
you can tell she's crying. I don't know why.
I want to lean into him now.
Okay, give me a dex save. He's gonna try and kiss you too.
Oh, that's fine.
I would like to steal an amulet right now while he's leaning in for a kiss.
Okay, yeah, give me a sleight of hand check.
Holy.
8.
Oof.
So
Dex save.
22.
Yeah, you are like
I
miles
let him
away.
kiss me.
Oh, okay. He just kisses you on the mouth.
Does it taste like a battery?
19 probably tastes like shit based on the fucking day he's had.
As he kisses me, I go in and I don't grab his throat, but I put my hand in like that area between the neck and the shoulder blade,
Ooh, ow, no.
kind of like right there. And I don't squeeze to the point where there's pain, but I kind of hold him there for a minute.
Yeah.
And I'm just like face to face with him, and I go, Manny, Look at me real quick, would you? Can she get advantage since I'm holding on to him?
No,
stealing?
because she's already turned to stone. As soon as she goes to steal it, she turns immediately to stone with her hand around the amulet. And you kiss him and he says, oh, okay. Hey, come on. Why are you trying to steal my stuff? Hey,
I don't think she was trying to steal it. I
hey,
think she was
look
trying
up
to
there.
look at it.
Come on, and over there. You see what that is? That's called a
camera.
CCTV. A critical curse. Totally Venarium.
Anyways, Manny.
Where's my
could you
hat?
do me Manny, real quick, before could you make sure that she gets turned out of stone? Me and you were having a moment
Yeah,
here.
I can do that, but I probably gotta call the guards now, cause she's
No,
trying
you
to
don't
steal
have
things.
to call the guards here.
And,
Let
like,
me just
that-
hold on.
The critical cursed.
Yes, here, and I slide him 10 gold.
Oh, thanks. Okay, yeah, it's gonna
Yes,
be another.
that's hold on. I keep my hand
290.
over top.
It's
That's for letting my friend go. All right, we've had a very long day.
All right, give me a persuasion check.
Yep.
What the fuck is going on?
A lot of shit. 24.
He says, "Oh, okay. I tell you what."
2 crits in a row.
He's like, "Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll let her go, but you can't try and steal things and stop.
All right.
And you can't hurt me anymore."
All right. Now, pay attention to me for a moment.
Okay,
me, your
yeah.
eyes on me.
All
We're
right.
face to face, right?
Yeah, you don't taste too good, so I'm not kissing you
Yes.
again.
Good. Don't do it then. Don't try to kiss anybody that leans into you. Let's teach you that lesson first. Second lesson.
Okay.
I want to understand what this amulet does. And from what
Yeah,
I'm
I was
gathering, it
gonna
has something to do
call
with water.
But then you started to try and kiss me, so.
I try.
Nobody is trying to.
If you don't tell me what this amulet means right now, you'll get none of our business.
Right, yeah, okay, so. This is a merfolk trinket, okay? And it lets you breathe underwater, and you get a swimming.
All right, you said enough. I don't need that. What else you got?
Oh. Well, what do you need?
Wait, I
Well,
need that.
They need it.
Am I still
Weird.
stone?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
You're petrified.
They don't need it.
What?
I could do something. Do you have anything that can cast a nice big light around me?
Yeah, sure. I got scrolls, pendant, or I got an amulet, or you
What's
can
the pendant and the amulet? What do
you
they do?
could-
Tell
you
me
could-
exactly
you
what
could
it is they do.
Probably. Are you a wizard? Because I can just write it in your book for you.
No. I can already do that, but I'd have to take a nice long nap to be able to learn how to do that right now.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yes. What kind of pendant do you have?
There's a pendant here that just it's a torch. That's what it's called, an eye torch.
Why is she still stoned?
Oh, she's been petrified because she tried to steal from me, and there's all sorts of CCTV. It stands for critical curse, total voodoo.
You said that, but can she
Maybe.
come back to life, please?
What? Yeah, she's
Could you-
alive.
all right, could you take care of her real quick? Could you undo
She's
her?
not
Wait,
dead.
I gave you the gold.
Well, yeah, I can. But
You're a
first,
fan.
I need you to. You'll probably. I mean, okay. I tell you what. You make sure she doesn't steal anything, please.
I will make sure she doesn't try to steal anything ever again for the rest of the time I'm ever with her. I promise you that, my boy.
Okay. Hold on.
Dare you?
He turns around. He grabs a book, and then
love you.
he sprinkles some powder over the stone form of Rin, and then he reads off some like weird sounding Latin sounding script for
So,
a moment.
Question, just for RP purposes. I heard everything, right? Even though I was petrified, I was still aware. I just couldn't move, or am I like resuming right after trying to steal the thing?
I don't know what the petrify rules are in D&D. Do you know?
I'm pretty sure I can hear things. Or it could
can't
be
move
that.
or speak and is unaware of its
Petrified
surroundings.
creature.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm coming back to life immediately, still trying to steal the thing, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you just life paused for you for a moment, and everyone kind of
Yep, okay.
shifted in a weird way.
All right. Okay.
But yeah, he sprinkles some like fairy dust over her, and she sort of just you see the gray pallor to her skin.
Manny looks like he
change.
was eating some chocolate.
Does she look like she's still going to be trying to steal the amulet? Just to, like,
She's like
Absolutely. Like,
I
all-
slap
everyone
her hand.
everyone is looking at you though. Just all of a
Yeah,
sudden they
what-
weren't, and now they are, and you're like, oh.
I slap her hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
See, I
Hey.
told you I would stop her
Stop
from
it.
trying to steal
Yeah,
anything
right.
from you
We've got
again.
CCTV.
I'm just trying to speed things along.
Okay.
Here's my
Yes.
gold.
Yes, yes. So you need these amulets. I'm going to. How much is this pendant here to light up the world?
That's that eye torch. It's that'll be for you. It's 50 gold.
50 gold for me. What do you
much
say?
is it?
Because we get along so well and I allowed you to kiss me, you give it to me for 25. I'll greatly cut it in half for you.
No, you
What do
taste
you
like shit. If
Yes, I
anything,
taste like
should
shit, but I
probably
still
raise-
let you do it.
I
Wait
should
a minute.
probably
If we
raise the
kiss
price.
you, are things cheaper if we kiss you?
Not if he does it. No.
What about me?
I
Do you know who
push
this is?
drift.
You know who this is?
Yeah, he looks about 13, so no.
That's drift.
I'm
the
19.
Icebreaker.
Okay, no.
Oh, I'm 19.
Oh, you're 19 too? I thought
Yes.
you guys were like 200 or something.
Well, no. My name is 19.
Okay.
Anyways, you're being very confusing. Can we just buy these from you? And is there any way that
What
I
do you
could?
want to buy? The eye
buy-
torch and then what? You want to buy a
The
trinket?
pendants. You want the
a
water-breathing pendants.
Okay, it does more than
Three
just
of 'em.
that. Okay.
What else does it do?
Okay, will you let me finish the sentence this time?
Yes.
I
Yeah,
was
you
ready
don't
to
try
let
to
you
kiss
finish the
people.
sentence all
well,
of the time.
you
Just
tried
don't
to
lean
kiss
into it.
me.
Don't lean into
You
it.
tried
That's what we
to
figured out.
kiss
Don't lean
me,
into
Okay,
really.
but like that's not.
Don't
No.
try and
No.
kiss
Fine,
me
Go ahead.
anymore.
Yes.
It's
Finish your
not-
presentation.
Okay. With these, you can breathe underwater and you gain a swimming speed of 30 feet, and you're clearly able to communicate underwater, and you
Swimming
gain
speed of 30
resistance
feet.
to
What?
the extreme cold while underwater. And he's reading like a little thing that comes with it. And you ignore drawbacks caused by a deep underwater
Great.
environment,
We'll take 4.
and it allows you to use
Three.
of weapons. Okay.
We'll take 4.
4. You want 4 of these? You have to buy one
Yes.
each individually.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I can
Here's
only
my
sell one
gold.
per person.
I put my gold on the table. I'd
Okay.
like one, please.
You have
You have that
250
much
gold?
Yeah, I do.
Damn.
What?
Where the fuck did you get 250 gold?
Don't we? We still have 250 gold.
No,
We-
you don't have 250 gold.
Yeah. Who,
I have
I didn't think you had
and
250
You have
gold.
some and Eero has
We
some.
don't
Yeah.
have enough.
Wait. Yes, we do.
I have enough for myself.
I have enough for myself.
Hold on. So you're saying that we're
I'm
in here
not
talking to
saying-
this
I'm
very
not-
annoying man and we don't have enough money? What is happening here?
I'm-
Do you have enough money?
I'm going to put down 250 gold for myself.
Okay, thank you. He takes the 250 gold and pushes it into a little drawer and then hands over a merfolk trinket to you.
I
Is
hold
there
my
any way
hand
I can
out.
get this cheaper, sir.
What?
Is there
Uh,
any way, me personally? Have you heard of me?
No.
I'm Drift.
Okay.
Drift the curse
Hi, I'm
breaker?
Manny. You remind me of me.
Hey, what's up, Manny? Nice to meet you.
They look
and I go
really
out and
similar,
reach for his
but
hand.
he's a human and bald.
reach for his
Yeah,
hand.
okay. Don't try anything. He shakes your hand.
No, I would never. I would never.
He shifts backwards if you're gonna kiss him.
Huh?
He like moves as if you're gonna kiss him, and
Is there any possible way we can get this a little cheaper than 250 gold?
give me a persuasion check.
I'll persuade him so hard right now.
God, please do it. He's gonna want to kiss you.
I'm going to chime in here. and
21.
I'm also going to say, even though we are buying these individually, we are buying 4 of them simultaneously. Perhaps maybe you could help us out a little.
Right. I mean, he can get it a little cheaper if he's got like he can do a part trade. You got like scrolls or like other magic trinkets and stuff. I can take that.
Me?
Yeah. What do you got?
Wait,
you just want me to
what
give it
about-
to you for less money just because you asked? No.
No, I'm
How
not
about?
asking. I'm saying.
How about?
I'm usually a nice guy, but you guys came in and accused me of sexual harassment, and then you tried to steal from me, and he tastes like shit.
What about this? And I pull out a old pot. And I show him. I say, I've traveled far and wide across, and I go into this story about how I've traveled around. And this pot I found in these crazy mountains. And
Yes,
it's
the crazy mountains.
the crazy mountains that we've been through.
Haven't you heard of them before?
No, I don't get out much. Give me a performance check.
God.
I'm going to cast minor illusion and make these fantastical mountains behind Drift with mist and things kind of rolling in, and the mountains will have all these sort of like almost like two-dimensional, almost looks like they're made out of paper monsters, kind of like jump forth like scary, horrific monsters with long teeth and big claws and hair and all kinds of stuff sort of jump out like.
And I rolled a 12.
Hold on. Can you counter spell a cantrip?
I think so. Pretty sure you can.
All right, he counter spells you as soon as you start casting the spell. What are you doing?
I was just trying to show the crazy mountains.
Why don't? Can you not?
So
Sometimes I feel like when someone's telling a story, it's better to have a visual as well.
Bard! I'm rubbing my 19 temples. If 19 had temples, he's rubbing them right now.
Right. Okay. Don't. You guys are you trying to rob me? Cause I got a lot of CCTV rooms.
Of course not.
Oh, we're good people. I'm.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what you're doing. Okay. You're trying to cast spells. He tastes like shit. You're making up stories about an old pot. And she's trying to steal from me and accuse me of sexual harassment. Well,
Actually, if you recall, remember we decided she wasn't trying to steal. Remember we had that conversation that you apparently...
All right, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. You want the trinkets or not?
Yes. How much is my trinket?
Yeah, 250 gold pieces.
Okay, when I buy it, can it make theirs cheaper because we have now bought 2 trinkets?
No.
Do you have a good guy discount?
You can come back on Sunday. Sometimes we have super Sunday, super saver Sunday. Sometimes.
I give him 250 gold.
Okay, yeah, he takes the 250, pushes it into a drawer, and hands you a trinket.
Jesus Christ.
Could I ask you to do me a favor there,
I've by the way, I've given him mine as well.
Yeah. You two have trinkets, and you've paid for them.
I'm
Eero,
holding
do me a
my hand
favor.
out for Eero.
I look at you and I say, there's nothing left.
I move my hand to Drift. Come on.
For 250 gold.
Holy shit. Okay. I put my money on the table.
He takes it and then hands you the one you tried to steal.
Wonderful.
Okay, does he need one?
It would be a good idea.
I can breathe underwater. I don't breathe, so
Yeah, he
I'm
does
fine
more than
underwater.
just- it more-
What
it
about all
does
the other things
too?
that it does?
What other things does it do again? I've never heard the explanation of it.
All
Too
right.
busy talking about sexual harassment and kissing.
Yeah, wasting everyone's time. Okay, let's see. It does the following. You can breathe underwater. You gain a swimming speed of 30 feet. You're able to clearly communicate underwater. You gain resistance to extreme cold while underwater, and you ignore drawbacks caused by a deep underwater environment. Allows the use of weapons with the light property underwater without penalty.
All right. Yeah, I probably should get one of those, but I'm going to be honest. And I take my hand and I turn it towards Drift.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I have. This is all I've got. This is all I've got. I've got barely
You
anything.
guys owe me. This was my spending money from the tournament I won. And I give him 250 gold as well.
I pocket it. I look at the guy for a second.
What?
So before I give you this 250 gold, 3 of my friends just bought these trinkets from you, and you said you don't want to give them any cheaper, but...
No, it doesn't make any sense to just do that for no reason.
No, I agree with you.
Thank
These
you.
guys are idiots,
Okay.
aren't they?
So
Aren't they
many
idiots?
people travel
I
in
leave.
from
Listen,
out of town.
they
and
don't let you kiss them.
They
I let you
always
kiss me.
do that.
I
She
leave.
tried to
I
kiss
understand
me.
the circumstance.
Yeah.
I get you more
I'm
than
gonna
these
walk.
3 get you. I understand you so much more than these 3 do. In fact,
Yeah.
I think that we have a connection on a level I haven't had with someone in a long time.
Okay.
I'd like to say thank you for that.
Okay.
So, what could I do for you to acquire
I
this
walk out.
250 gold?
And that's where we're going to go to our break. It's a little bit late.
Oh
I didn't even see the time. We've gone
Brad,
through
you were supposed to fast track this.
God. I can't fast track through this.
Let us roleplay.
No,
Go.
you could have fast tracked through the last 15 episodes. This is a main quest. This was always here. This was always going to happen. Fuck you guys. This was always going to be the part of the shopping that you needed to do.
I love it. It makes me happy.
And
so
also,
good. Such a
the
good
only
fucking
reason he's such an asshole is because you called me a Republican, and now I am acting like
Is that
one.
not meta?
Now Manny is a Republican, and that's why.
Is that not
That's why
mad?
he doesn't believe in sexual harassment. Thank you for watching. We'll be back in a few minutes. I'm not even gonna just go and do what you want. I'll be back in a bit. Welcome back,
Oh.
everyone.
So what
To-
you're saying to me is if I give you the 250
No, I'm not
gold-
saying that. No. Yeah, and also it's 300 gold for you.
Oh, that's right. You did say it was 300 gold for me. Well, you think since we had such a good connection on a good level, I guess that I need that. See, I lean into him. I can breathe underwater. I mean, I don't need to breathe.
Okay.
The only thing I really need him for is
All
that.
right. It does some other things.
And I
but-
literally, like, I have, like, a look on my face. Like, I'm literally trying to, like, not really work with him, but, like, just talk to him. So you had the shop for a while?
Yeah, a pretty long time. I got kicked out of my house. So I started.
What'd you get kicked out of your house for?
Just doing wizard shit in my bedroom. Pissed off my family.
They didn't like that you were doing wizard shit?
No.
What's wrong with that?
Well, like, I was like turning like my dad to stone and shit, and it was really pissing him off. Like lifting a few gold
you turned
coins.
your father to stone?
Yeah, like a few times, and then he didn't realize I was just taking money from him and then going out with my friends.
Oh. I don't know. I've only been, you can see I'm a warforged. I've only been kindled for about 50 or so days now. Not so long. I'm still learning a lot about bartering and dealing with money, and hearing things about somebody turning their dad to stone makes me happy. He looks around. Where'd my friends go? Oh, they're not in here. Hey,
They like went. They're probably halfway through whatever adventure you're about to go on without you.
yeah, it's probably true, but you said something about turning people
Probably
to stone.
just yeah. You want it? I can get you a pendant that turns you to stone if you want.
I don't want to turn to stone. I
No?
want to turn other people to stone.
Oh, okay. Well, you can probably learn a spell for that.
That's probably true. I probably could. Anyways, I probably should catch up with him. He gave me 250 for the amulet. It's really all I have. Is there any way?
Sucks.
Is there? And he goes, I'm being sincere. Is there any way possible I could talk you in? It's fine if you can't. I'm not gonna be upset.
Well, you could give me a magic item and trade, part trade, as long as it's like a good one and not just an old tin.
See, I was going to ask if I could trade you the 250 for the Murloc amulet and also the light
What the hell's a
pendant.
Murloc?
Huh?
What's a Murloc?
You said Murloc.
The Merfolk.
Oh,
Murloc sounds like some stupid made-up shit.
Merfolk. Anyways, apparently I'm going to need that amulet pretty bad. Is there any way I can get a 2 for the price of 1 and give you the 250 for that and the light amulet? Can you do that? Since we all bought you things, it's
I don't
okay.
even know what you just said. You want 2 amulets for less money?
No. See, earlier, my friend tried to be an asshole and take something from you, and I'm apologizing for that.
All right.
I gave you almost all the gold that I had. I had to
Okay.
borrow 250 from my friend to even pay for this Merfolk amulet.
Okay.
Can I give you this 250 for the Merfolk amulet, please, and thank you?
No. You can.
And I'll never let you kiss me again, ever. I never
Oh,
will.
no, I won't do that anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's 300 gold pieces for you.
Why is it 300
in the background?
Why is it 300
looking
gold?
upset.
Why is it 300 gold for me?
To 19.
The gold link chain is like longer for your
I
big neck.
hand him 50 more gold, and I walk out.
Hey, look, he just handed me 50 gold.
No, to 19.
Oh, okay.
Start with me, Manny.
So-
wait, he just give you some money?
Yes, he gave me money, but how would I give you 300? You were going to charge me 50 for that amulet,
Yeah. No.
the flight one,
right,
and you were going to
light
charge
one.
me you were going to charge them 350. I mean, my head is
250.
just as big as theirs. It can
No.
fit over my head. Watch. Let me
You're
see
like
a normal size
way
one.
bigger, and you've also had some like strange upgrades that have made your neck even larger than it was before.
Didn't you say you had one that wasn't a pendant? Don't you have like a ring of merfolk?
I have a
Buy the
ring of
fucking amulet, Tiger.
merfolk,
I love
yeah.
you so fucking much. Buy
I got
the
a ring of
fucking
merfolk for sure, yeah,
Amulet.
but it does different things. But I can get you it. It
Fucking buy
turns
it.
you
Wait,
into.
what does the ring of merfolk do?
It'll turn
Fucking
you
buy it.
permanently into a merfolk.
Ooh, what is a merfolk?
It's like a mermaid, but they can walk on land.
So I would have a tail.
Yeah.
God.
Well, no. Maybe.
Pineapple.
I don't know. We could find out.
I slide the 300 gold for it. I go, just give me the amulet. And I'll take the fucking amulet. Come
Okay.
on.
He takes the 300 gold and hands you the merfolk trinket.
Thank
I
you.
put the merfolk trinket over my head. Now, that light amulet.
Yeah.
Is there anything we can do for it? Is there maybe I have
Yeah, if
something
you
we can
have like
trade
a,
for it?
yeah, if you've got like a magical item or something, I can trade that for it too. But it has to be pretty good.
What
Like, at least
if
50 gold
I
pieces
traded
worth of
you?
trade.
And he pulls out the Noma Sutra book.
What is that?
This book, which I've only read half of so far, is all about Noma Sutra, and it's
Ew.
about love.
No.
What?
What? I'm
You
a
don't want to know
human.
about love?
Yeah, but give me like the Karma Sutra, not the Noma Sutra. That's for gnomes, dude.
Yeah, but what are you?
I'm a human.
But then you'd know how to make sweet love to gnomes.
No,
At least I think that's
everything
advice.
works
Wait,
differently
this
for
isn't about
gnomes.
sex, this is about love.
That's about sex, dude. That's like all the different sex positions that gnomes can do, and I can't do like half of them, I assure you.
Try what this is.
They got like little legs, and everything works differently down there, and they've got all like spells and shit. Big eyes, big
You ever been
mouths.
ripped off before?
No, they just turn to stone, then I call the cops.
All right, well.
I'm a wizard,
Slam the
dude.
book shut. Put the book back in my chest.
All right.
All right, well, thanks for all your time, and try to avoid kissing people from now on.
Yeah, okay, well, you know, they tried to kiss me, but sure.
You're an idiot.
Yeah. Totally.
Shakes his head and walks out.
Okay, bye.
As you step outside, there's a little kobold that waves at you.
Hello there.
Hello there, little one.
Would you
What
like
do you-
to purchase this potion of water breathing? It will allow you to breathe underwater. Just come to Crux Alchemy Rock.
How much is that potion?
This is 20 gold pieces.
Takes a deep breath. Well, it seems as though we've already bought these very expensive, and he shakes his little amulet. Amulets! So apparently I won't need anybody. But a question for you. Do you by any weird chance sell any potions of light?
Potions of light to make you
Yes,
lighter
Lord.
or to make you glow like light.
Like make a lot of light around me and in front of me.
No, I've never
No,
even
all
heard
right.
of it.
What was your name again?
My name is Crux.
Croc, did you see three people, a tiefling and like an elf and a little skinny woman?
Oh yeah, they were super mad and they walked over to the docks.
They're already at the docks. All right. Well, I better catch up with them. It was a pleasure to meet you once again, by the way. And I would
Okay.
like to make sure. I would like to do a perception check and/or a check. Did he get close to me by any means, Brad? Did he get close to me at all?
Not really. He just kind of appeared as you walked out of the shop.
Okay. As long as he didn't close to me, we're good. I'm just gonna walk over to the docks.
Okay. And thanks for those two characters, Bamf Kyle and Red206, Patreon NPCs. Yeah, you probably could have got everything a lot cheaper if you'd gone to Crux Alchemy Rock.
Dude, why do we go to the other one first?
Because he made us actually.
Because I said you found it first. You want to go to that one first, and you went yes. Can we go into the shop, please? And I said okay. Clip it. The large form of 19 runs up, dung, 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 just as you guys arrive at the docks. Casually, he runs up, and if he did need to breathe, he'd be out of breath. And you guys return to the docks. The trinkets, I'll give you what it does in the chat here. In fact, I'll give it to you in the Discord chat because it won't destroy everyone's life. So that is what that does. Yeah, you guys return to the docks. That column of light is still there. The form of 19 appears behind you. And what would you guys
Hello?
like to do?
So I just wanted to point this out to you three real quick. That was a very nice little creature that offered me much cheaper deals on the things I think you were looking for. Also, thank you, Drift, by the way. Thank you.
I'm making like this kind of motion.
I'm not going to cut your head off. You're my friend.
Well,
19, no.
I'm I'm
What?
sure if they were cheaper, then they're probably not as good.
I definitely tried really hard to hide the kobold from Rin's sight, like as we went past, because I was afraid that she was going to kill this kobold. 100%.
Thank you again, by the way, Drift. You didn't. I'm gonna figure out a way to make that up. That was a lot of money. You did not have to do that, and I'm being genuine when I say I'm grateful for you.
Yes,
And I
thank you, Drift.
bend down to him.
Yeah, I mean that was your percentage anyway, so it
My
worked out.
percentage.
Wait, but
For rooting me on.
he got a percentage, and did I not get a percentage, or? 'Cause
Yeah, that
you
was
said
both
you
your
owe me.
percentage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to
Ah,
offer
I
you
wish I would
unlimited
have
tea.
known that. I would have spent my percentage on something a lot better than an amulet.
Listen, what are we doing right now?
I've already put this thing on.
Yeah, same.
Oh, I have it on too.
Yeah, we all have it on. I think it'd be a good idea that we can. You know what? Maybe since you're done with tea now. Speaking of, I was angry a couple minutes ago. I'm going back to this anger for a minute. Maybe I could show you what I found.
Well, if we didn't have these, perhaps we wouldn't know what you found, because if you jump into the water there and we can't breathe, we can't see what you would show us anyway.
Listen,
Well,
listen,
you
is it
can
gonna be
now.
weird if all of us just jump in this water?
Oh,
Can I roll
No.
a perception check, Brad? See if anybody's watching us closely.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to too.
Mm-hmm.
Just like what's the scene
Copycat.
around us, kind of.
8.
Yeah. Drift.
For some reason. Oh, there it is. 17.
17. 19, you're not sure. There's a lot of places around here where people could be watching you. Drift, you're pretty sure there's no one here.
I dive into the water.
Okay, splash. She's gone.
Yeah, it looks clear to. All right, let's. And I dive in as well.
Splash. He's gone.
I'm going to like stick my head under the water. Is it reachable from our position?
You can get down. There's like multiple levels you can get down to it to allow yourself to do it.
Okay.
You can go
I'm
down
gonna
onto the
get
beach
to a
kind of
spot
area,
where I
or you
can
go
like
onto the
dunk
dock.
my head underwater, and I kind of like am gonna try and test to see if I can breathe like really slowly.
Yeah, you put your head underwater, and it probably takes a moment here before you. And it seems really weird, and you actually take in a mouthful of like salty water, or like horrible weird water, and it. But even though you can feel the water going into your throat and sort of into your mouth, you notice that you're actually breathing fine, as if you were not underwater at all, and it's really weird. Same goes for you, Rin, and Drift, as you're kind of probably.
Yeah, I think
Then
I
I'll-
don't even think I was thinking about that, and then I started to like, be like, oh, I gotta come up.
No,
You're, like,
Hero's
you have to
super-
get over it psychologically for a moment, kind of thing. But you can for sure. It feels like you're not underwater, but it takes you a moment as you like
Okay.
before you realize what's
I'm
going on.
always super worried about this kind of stuff, so like I'm
For
gonna
sure.
check before I do anything.
Yeah,
And
makes sense.
I guess now that I can breathe, I'll go in.
Okay.
I would. How does communicating with, like, if I see Drift next to me ish before we maybe go down further, how can we speak to each other?
It's clear.
Like I
do you-
just
do you
speak to you, and it's like I'm.
Yeah. Do you try?
Yeah, I do.
He read that off in the list of things, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Then yeah, you just speak and it comes out fine. And it sounds
Are you okay?
fine, and then he hears it as if it's fine.
I think I.
The sound of the water is
think I'm
weird
okay.
around you for sure.
Yeah. Seems to be working.
19. I look up. Still up there.
I'm doing a cannonball into the water.
Yeah, there's just an enormous form. Okay.
No, I would say that at this point in time, I just kind of like sit on the edge of the dock and into the water.
Okay.
So, if I could show all of you what it is I was talking about now. Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
It's weird.
All
though.
right. You should. hold on. Follow me real quick. I can show you which direction we're going to be going. At least I think the direction I think I should be going. Hold on a second here.
And it gets darker and darker, right? The further down it goes.
Dark and dark and dark. You don't feel the cold though. You feel just about as warm as you felt when you were heading or like jumping into the water, and you're swimming down. You feel like wet. You for sure feel like you're in the water and you're swimming.
And it's just like abyss down there.
You're awesome at swimming though. The way you're moving, even if you're kind of flailing, you're still moving pretty well. Regardless of how much swimming you guys have done before, you're sort of amazing at it. You notice that you're moving through the water as easily as a merfolk would, and your swimming is you're not like super fast or anything, but compared to what you should be able to do, it's like you've got flippers on or something. You guys are just swimming downwards and downwards and downwards, expecting that kind of like depth pressure to start to kick in, like your ears to pop and stuff. It just never comes. And again, I think there's probably a level of psychological fear going on as you kind of it's definitely kind of a disassociative feeling.
Is anyone next to me? Is anybody next to me, swimming next to me?
I think Drift is probably next to you based on the order in which you guys jumped into the water.
Can I just like reach out and grab your hand?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you guys start swimming downwards and downwards and downwards. Give me perception checks, because it's very dark down here. There is a sort of a level of light that is being produced by that column of light.
19.
19 for 19.
22 for Rin.
Natural 1.
Crit 22.
And
I see all.
you see everything. Eero, I don't know what you're doing. You're like looking up on a natural 1 there. And you swim downwards and downwards and downwards and downwards and downwards. The few of you that notice it will notice that towards the top right hand side of your map over here, as you guys start moving along further and further, you see an opening right at the bottom. Maybe you swim down about 60 feet, then you hit 70 feet, then you hit 80 feet, and then 20 feet below you there's the seabed or the riverbed. There's nothing down here. There's fish and there's some stuff, but there's no like clues to anything. But there are two sort of out of place boulders or a piece of the riverbed that pushes up out a little ways, and I think Drift, Rin, and 19, you notice that there is bubbles and an entrance, a very small and very, very difficult to see entranceway that leads into somewhere. Other than that, around here you just have like a flat riverbed that goes all the way out, and you can see this kind of wall where the river goes up above you and kind of tapers off or kind of leans an angle towards the docks. But again, it's just super dark, and you're just swimming down, dark silence, and then there is just a little opening, there for you to pop in.
So because I'm still a bit of an idiot because I've never played a cleric before, how exactly would it work if I need to switch out? So it's not a complete rest. It's just whatever I need to rest if I want to switch out spells and such. Is that correct?
You need to do a long rest.
A long rest, okay. Well, I see some bubbles.
I see him too.
Yes, there are a lot of bubbles over there.
Well, this is amazing.
Why do you guys sound so weird down here? Rin, what do you think of this? Maybe we should...
This water tastes horrible.
It probably sounds a little like you guys are speaking through a wall almost, but it's not anywhere near as distorted as it should be.
If you guys, I'll be honest with you, if we could wait 4 hours for me to just relax for a little bit, I could do a little bit of...
What?
What? If you give me a little time, I'd be able to shine a little light, if you know what I'm saying.
Underwater.
I'm not waiting 4 hours.
Are you crazy?
Well, we could go in the dark or we could go in the light. I suppose if you're okay with going in the dark.
What if we go in there?
Everyone
point
else
to the
can. Everyone
entrance.
else has dark vision, right?
Yeah.
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 Just checking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
I know. Yeah. They can
She's
see.
just fine.
They can see pretty fine. Yeah, down here.
I can't see shit. So you're going to have to lead me.
Hold his hand, Eero.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna grab his hand and sort of head towards the
Guide him in.
towards Volva Cavern.
You want to guide him in? Okay. And
Gonna
everyone's
guide
going
him
in.
the
Oh,
Volva
hell
Did
yeah.
you just call it that?
Me.
No, whack.
He did.
Cavern.
yes.
Eero didn't say that.
Okay.
Okay. Each of you moves into this next section here. I have to avoid making the jokes as well. Okay, guys. You swim into a natural cavern. And it is pitch black darkness in
No.
here. 19. Pitch black darkness. You three
Okay.
have dark vision,
Okay,
and you
right,
have
right.
the ability to see how far it is. You each see probably 60 feet in darkness. It's all grays, and that's it. There is no light as you move through this cavern, and it's maybe about 40 feet across, 40 feet tall. This cavern. It leads to a tavern. It doesn't. And you sort of swim along, and again, you're making good time. The sensation of swimming and comes relatively naturally to you for some reason now with this pendant on, and you're able to communicate. 19, you can't
What
see
is the-
shit.
Oh.
You're just being pulled along or guided by Iridir through this just pitch blackness. And what was you going to say? Sorry, as you start to swim forward, you can see an opening at the far end. By the way, it's not just an endless tunnel.
Is there any of the runic writing on the wall or anything? I'm looking for traps or any sign that there might be magical BS.
Sure, give me a perception check or an investigation check. Anyone who wants to keep an eye out. Any bullshit perception checks
17
that you
for
want to do?
me?
19 are all disadvantage while you're in the darkness.
You know what? Because it's a good day and I've been rolling good. I'm gonna roll up a perception check with disadvantage. Anyways, we'll see what I can see.
You can still hear and feel and smell
That's what I'm
technically.
saying. That's what I'm saying. I got the ears of a fucking dog right now.
Yeah.
I am about to hear everything in this motherfucker. Let's go. Disadvantage. Roll it. 9.
9. So a 9, a 4, 17. And then Iro, did you roll one? Is that for yours? No.
No, that's from before. 15.
And a 15. Okay, 15 and 17, Rin and Iridir. This is for sure just a natural cavern. Although it looks like it's been kept in a... I wouldn't say like they're looking after it, but you can see that a lot of the natural cavern walls and stuff at one point had some wooden structures to them, as if they had built a kind of almost like a mining tunnel, like an old mining tunnel where they had some what are they called, like beams, wooden beams that run along, and there are a few that run along the top, but for the most part they've completely rotted away, and there's a load of beams that are on the ground. They look old as hell, but it does look like somebody tried to keep this place in some level of repair at one point, and that seems to have helped the cave, which is a natural
there
cave,
any-
stay kind of open.
Okay. And there aren't any obvious looking potentially traps or anything that looks magical. It's just this cavern that looks like it's been kept up or something.
There is no archaic writing, no weird things. There's no traps or anything that seem to be on the
to me.
walls here. You swim forward, presumably, and into the ruins. True. As you swim forward into this next area, which you probably can't see, and I will hook you up in a second. There is some more sort of man-made looking structures that appear. I don't know why you're not on here. I'm sure I put you guys on here. One by one, you will appear. As you swim into a great big opening underneath the city of Rosegard, you notice, and now presumably you can see now if I drag you down to here. Yeah.
Yes.
You open up and you can see now that there are ruins that look like they might have been part of a building, pillars and what looks like a road underneath you. There are some bowls. In terms of architectural structure, it's weird looking. On here it looks very kind of Greek looking. But I think it probably looks a little more alien even than that. As soon as you guys come in, and since you're already looking for it, the water is distorting your vision a little, but the pillars and the walls, the kind of the slabs that are making up this road underneath you are distinctly covered in that odd language, that archaic stuff. It's very similar to the way that the stone and the pillars and stuff in the previous cave that you were in, the Gate of Fire, looked. However, this place is in complete disrepair, whereas the other place was pristine. All of the elements to it were kind of what have I done now? Okay, I don't understand the joke. Another American joke.
No. Sorry.
You've destroyed my train of thought.
I'm so sorry.
Blame
Noodle.
No, I'm blaming you.
Inspiration, Brad.
You lose an inspiration point.
Oh wow. Actually, though, because I'll remove it from my sheet.
No. You see all these inscriptions and these sort of, even on the walls and on the paving underneath you and the pillars and stuff. You can see that this like perfect kind of runic glyphs and the weird sort of alien inscriptions along them. Various places they're glowing, kind of light blues and purples.
Can I touch one? Can I like bend down and touch one that's glowing?
Yeah.
With my bracer?
Sure, yeah. You sort of swim all the way down and then ding, there's like a light kind of ding that happens, but nothing seems to happen. The rooms don't respond to you in any way, at least.
Can I stand now, or do I have to continue swimming?
You can stand in the same way you can stand on the bottom of a swimming pool, but it's not really standing. No, there's no like proper gravity or anything. You're still swimming. You're completely immersed. It goes all the way up to the roof. There's no bubble of air in here or anything.
Oh my god.
You are completely underwater. And you start to see that this natural cave system becomes one with the architecture of this sort of grand ancient structure, but it's totally in disrepair compared to the other place that was perfect and maintained. This one is not. Though all of that archaic writing and the weird alien architecture and the strange alien writing over everything is very, very similar to the previous place. What do you guys want to do? And you can move your tokens around a little if you want.
I'm gonna sort of like lead 19 around a bit.
For the record as well, it's about 100 feet up. Maybe a little under 100 feet, but you would imagine the top of this cave probably sits right under the dock above you that you just jumped off of. This huge cavern opens up, and since we now have to deal with verticality, I'll try and remind you of how tall things are. But you're gonna be swimming for a while. So this particular room, this cave, is huge, and yeah, you must have been standing on the top of it when you started swimming down from the dock. You can't see it; it's just pitch black up there. It's ginormous.
Okay, I'm guessing I'm still with Rin, right? Like Rin, you're still holding on.
You guys can still see each other unless your name's 19.
I can't even see my hand in front of my face, can I?
No, it's pitch black, completely pitch black. No ambient light, no fucking moon, nothing. The only light is probably from his eyes. And they don't cast any light.
Wow,
you guys can see him kinda.
Wow.
I'm gonna swim forward a little bit with Rin, just a little, just to see what's up ahead, kind of bit.
Yeah.
Can I look? What is
Great
up ahead?
that I still have control over Tiger's character sheet because I can just drag him around.
Yeah, so you guys can swim forward a little bit, and you can see that there's this ruined kind of structure.
Oh my god, what is that?
That is the top of a gate. You guys swim forward a little bit. You thought it was tentacles or something?
Yeah, I did. I totally did.
It would be a big circled
So
token.
you and horses, right? Me and
Yeah,
Deepwater.
I am
so uncomfortable right
No,
now.
I hate this as well, and I'm sorry for doing it. And
fine.
I also
That's cool.
apologize to
Didn't you
Emma if
play
she's
some
watching.
horses?
Yeah, it's awful. I'm very scared of horses. Yeah, I hate them. I don't know why. They freak me out, dude. Yeah. Tweet me the horses like everyone always does every time I say that online. Thanks,
I'm sorry. That was my fault.
It's fine. So you guys swim over a little bit, and the room starts to take shape. And again, it seems to be part natural cave, part structure. At one point, though, you swim forward enough. I'll give you guys the benefit of that. You can swim forward a lot more until you see the back end of this gate. There is a wall that runs along the center of this room, and it goes upwards. There isn't any of the archaic kind of inscriptions on that wall. There is a gate which is broken and lays underneath some debris and underneath lots of kind of silt and sand. And that was also not covered in the archaic writing and things. It looks a little newer than, and it looks completely different in terms of architecture. This looks like the slabs that built the wall above you in Rosegard.
Interesting.
The same kind of white stone,
What's off
huge
to the
stone
left?
blocks.
What's this over here?
On your left, and there is
Okay.
another one on your right, is a big plate, kind of a dish. And inside of it, you can see it probably look a bit like a fountain. And on the inside is a pedestal with just a kind of pentagon pedestal. And on the top there is nothing. It's just a plain stone. However, this is covered in the archaic inscriptions and runes that you've noticed that are glowing that kind of light white and purple. I think you could probably make those out as well, actually.
Okay. I will swim up to this
19.
cautiously.
Every now and then you'll see like a few of these runes glow somewhere. It gives you an idea of where there is some structure, but they're not like kind of flickering like fucking downtown Tokyo or nothing.
Bullshit.
The only thing, I'll just put it this way, pretty much apart from the natural cavern, the only things that don't have the archaic runes and inscriptions on, probably in this entire temple, is that wall there and that gate. And the wall goes all the way up to the top. It's an archway, so you'd have to swim under it to go to the next section. And the gate has fallen down. The pedestal that you're looking at, you swim over to it, and it's pretty large. You could easily sort of stand on it. You could lay on it, and it would still give you room. It's just a big pentagon. It just looks like a slab of stone, this kind of same stone here, with all of these odd glyphs and runes and things on it. What are you doing when you swim up to it? Sorry.
I'd like to reach out and touch it with my bracer hand. Does anything happen when I do that?
Yes, it does.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yes, it does.
Hopefully you light everything up. That'd be great.
It doesn't, but you do see something now, 19. As soon as you touch it, this very odd kind of rune, this set of glyphs and stuff that were on the top of this pedestal change and shift, and a large, great big, huge rune appears in the center and starts to glow, and it lets out a kind of, it's not like a huge column of light like you saw before, but it glows up brightly enough that it illuminates the very immediate area for you. 19.
Good.
Behind you guys, though, you also see this as well, 19. An ephemeral kind of form appears. You guys swim over to this way, and in swimming down towards that gate
Wow.
is a little figure. And it takes your eyes a moment to adjust, and maybe one of you shouts it out and points at it or something, and you turn around and you see a halfling. 19 alone will recognize this figure as the same halfling that he witnessed in the Ironwell Inn. And he is wearing a pendant similar to yours floating up next to him as he's swimming down, wearing these kind of very odd clothes that look very different to the clothes that you're wearing or that you've seen around Rosegard. He speaks silently to another figure behind him that swims into your sightline kind of here. The other figure is he sort of ghosts in kind of thing, and then he speaks back to the halfling, and this guy's taller, he's elven, and they're wearing these strange clothes, each carrying a sack which has been tied at the end to waterproof whatever's inside, maybe reminding you guys that you should have done that. And they have the sort of odd...
we already did that when we crossed the river.
I'll allow it, that's true. They have like an odd kind of green and white glow to them as they sort of translucently swim down, and they begin to interact over by the gate, like over here. You see them interact with something like an object, and you guys can swim over and watch them. They don't appear to see you. They start interacting with something. They take a few moments, and you see them have a small conversation. And they're very weird and translucent, and even in the sort of distortion of under the water, they kind of take weird forms as well. The larger figure seems to mutter a few words, and you see him cast a spell. This ghostly gate falls down in front of them and crashes into the ground, and this swirl of debris lifts up around them. The gate, kind of the ghost gate, falls into the place where this gate is. This debris and sand lifts up, and they swim off into beyond the wall area.
What was that?
Also, that rune remains on the platform there, and I'll sort that out right now.
I'm going to say, I think they're trying to show us what to do.
But they didn't even seem to see us.
It's an illusion. It's created by this pedestal.
There's another one on the other side.
Let's try it.
Okay.
I swim over and
I follow. I don't want you swimming by yourself.
Yeah.
and, yeah, I go. Yeah, I'm sure that's the case. And I put my bracer on this one.
You swim over to this one, and the you notice that the rune on this one is already there, lightly glowing. It exists. You tap your bracer on it.
Yeah.
You tap your bracer on it, and it just kind of glows once. You turn around, look about, wait for an ethereal figure to appear, and nothing seems to happen. This pedestal is
Perhaps
active.
we should mimic what they did.
Do you have a spell that can lift the gate?
That one was the boy, the one that was in the thing.
The
Remember?
gate is down already.
Real quick, remember when we were in the inn? Rin,
Yes.
all of you? Remember how I told you I saw someone? Me and Heavy, but you couldn't see them.
The ghost reading the book?
Yes, one of those people that was down here was one of those, that person. That was him.
Which one? The elf or the halfling?
It was a halfling, I'm correct, right, Brad?
So you guys saw him now. He's a very sort of thin-looking, quite old-looking halfling. He's way more thin than he should be for a halfling because they're relatively rotund-looking. He's a very, very skinny halfling, kind of old-looking, like sort of, relatively speaking, he would look like 60s sort of thing, but halflings have different ages. The elf was quite thin as well, actually. He had very pointed features. Nothing really distinct going on. His hair was tied back into a ponytail. Very dark brown hair was what you probably could make out through the weird ghosting in and out of them. Yeah, just kind of undistinct features on them. In fact, Rin,
that was the halfling.
Give me a response on Discord, and try not to react, okay?
Wait, what?
Because this
Is it
just...
to me because I can't fucking keep my emotions on my
All right, put your hand
pocket?
up to the camera and mute
All right,
yourself.
all right. Okay.
And then,
I'm gonna mute my.
because this is a spoiler probably for Rin, but there's nothing else I can do about it here. I know she's screaming right now because I just hit enter.
Look at the handshake. Look at the handshake.
What? What's happening?
She's freaking out. I don't know why I'm still doing this. Answer the question.
She's still reacting. She needs a moment to process.
What the heck is this?
This has fucking destroyed her life. Out of character. I don't know if in character this would destroy her, maybe.
Rin, come. What is happening?
It's a big deal, and I probably should have asked her before. Okay, Rin. You can unmute now. You recognize this person that was with the halfling.
I'm dying.
He looked a little younger. But for all intents and purposes, I mean, he kind of, he's wearing like very plain clothing, and he didn't seem to have the same air about him as you recognize him to have. But this is the person that you know who was not. The only difference here is that he didn't have a scar on the side of his face, a very distinct scar on his cheek that you would have recognized as Death Singer.
I am shaking. I am trembling.
I'm still holding her hand. What? Are you okay?
I can't say anything. I'm looking straight to where I just saw, and I'm trembling in fear. It's like I'm petrified. I can't move.
Guys, something's going on with Rin.
What's wrong?
I don't know. She's
Did you see
freaking out
something
right now.
strange?
The elf? I almost asked you if he was hot as a joke. God damn.
I'll find out.
It was the elf with the halfling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh fuck, it killed me. Okay.
For sure. This is
Rin,
him.
what is going on?
Yeah, I don't want to go in there.
Why not? Is it a snake?
Oh, mirrors.
Is there a snake?
As long as I don't see any mirrors, I'm fine with it.
So, you know how everybody has a story of a really scary creature or person in their hometown, maybe?
No.
Yes.
Okay, well, you know how scary we are. We have
I'm not very scary. I'm scary.
not us, me, the cult
You?
that.
You're not scary.
No, okay, right.
I get it with the cult, right?
I'm confused.
The cult.
That's our scary creature. That elf. That's our boogeyman, basically.
Good-looking guy.
Wait, hold on.
Oh yeah,
Does that
I
mean
guess
the
so.
halfling is supposed to be my boogeyman because I saw him and you didn't?
No.
Wait, where's my boogeyman?
Yeah, what the hell?
I
Are they good
used
things?
minor illusion to cast an illusion near drift of a mimic with teeth, and it's just kind of acmeaning its way towards
What
me.
is a boogeyman?
Right there.
Remembered. Yep. Got the boogeyman thing.
I vomit.
Okay, that's
Oh my
disgusting
God.
in the water. Yeah, just.
Yeah.
Just
I'm swimming away.
Yeah, everyone
That
swims
goes
away.
in our mouths. That goes in our mouths.
Rin! Yeah, I separate. I'm gonna go hard right over here.
Yeah, you guys can swim around if you want.
Cool.
Unless you're doing. I mean, I don't know.
I'm trying to pull 19.
Wait though, if he's already been here, I'm confused.
What?
It would help if you told us what you're trying to say. I'm still like hovering away.
Yeah, I also move away from the vomit a little bit and let it like float up. Gross.
Oh God.
I'm sorry. That's our ghost. That's our ghost story. That's our boogeyman. We can't even. I don't even say his name.
So why is he with someone that 19 knows?
I don't
Why
know
is-
that person.
Why is everything destroyed over here?
What's destroyed? I can't see a fucking thing.
There's a broken gate.
Listen. I think.
Pillars on the ground.
I don't think that that's telling us where to go. I think that that's showing us something that happened a long time ago.
So we still need to figure out where to go. And as I say that, I move north, I would say, just like a little more forward to this next little kind of room to see what's going on in here.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I'm just kind of like floating over the gate, and I said, well, there doesn't appear to be any other way to go.
What the hell am I looking at?
Drift swims over to
Oh God, no.
an enormous sort
Biggest
of just
Volvo I've ever seen.
giant Volvo. No, a Volvo. It's a Volvo. For everyone listening, there's just a Volvo over there. No, there is a moor in the ground, just a fucking tunnel that leads downwards, just darkness and just a very deep kind of looking Volvo into the ground. A moor surrounded by this kind of strange architecture that's crumbling and broken, but it looks
So it
like
goes deeper?
it looks like you need to swim down and down and down into this tunnel. It looks deep.
It
Is
looks.
there any way this could be a trap?
Most assuredly, it probably is.
Do we ever consider doing what Eero said about trying to do what those people did? The people that I saw, the little guy and the elf thing.
Well, Rin is suggesting that there is some sort of horrific person that was represented by the figures that we saw swim over.
Yeah,
Well,
but they're just ghosts that can't hurt us.
But perhaps they were some sort of reconstitution of the past.
What if they were trying to show us what we need to do? What if they were actually here to help us?
They aren't.
You don't know that, though, do you? I mean, genuinely, you don't know that, right? Like, if you 100% know that, I'll believe you, but I don't think you can be completely correct on that. We don't
There is no way he's
think any
here to
of us
help
know
us.
what's going on
What
down
are
here.
our other choices?
Good question. I'm not going in any more dark holes that I can't say I've been there too many times in my short period of life.
I don't understand. If he was here, he must already have it. It must not be here anymore.
I'm gonna like swim around and see if I see any other paths or anything.
Yeah, you I mean, you
Seems
guys
like
can
this is the only one, right?
spend
Do
a
I
little
see
while.
him
There's nothing-
anymore?
No. Basically,
Okay.
they swam off into the darkness
Yeah.
and they kind of dissipated.
They swim off to this
They
direction.
started-
They
that we're
swam
going
through
right
here
now?
towards where you, yeah. And you swim around and there's nothing else in here. The wall, again, this sort of man-made wall, I guess, this archway loops over here on this section here. But other than that, in here, it's just a relatively natural cave. This area is covered in that kind of runic stuff. And it goes upwards again. The wall goes all the way up to the top as well. This seems to be the only other way.
Well, unfortunately, Rin, this appears to be the only way. We can at least look around.
I'll make sure no one hurts you.
That's sweet.
And I grab her hand
Aw.
and sort of like jumping off a building, like, you know, like we leap.
No!
I just start swimming down with her.
Okay, yeah, they go into it.
And I say, come on, 19. There's a
What,
big
what?
hole, and we're going in.
Oh, you got to be fucking kidding me. I can't see anything.
I'm still
Hold
pulling
his
him.
hand and swim down.
Pulling him. Yeah.
All right, and that is where we end today's session as you swim into the sunken temple of the night storm. And oh my word, the whole thing's underwater, or is it? We'll find out next time.
I just know if there's little fucking crab things from Subnautica, Brad, I'm leaving the campaign.
But the rock punchers?
Yeah.
No, those little asshole crabs from the ship.
You
Have you
can
played the
get
new stuff yet? Have you played the new
No,
one
no,
yet?
no.
Because wait till you see the rock puncher.
I'm not touching any of that till it's actually.
Me either.
You just-
There's a leviathan down there though.
Okay, I want to die.
I'm kidding. There's shit down
No,
there.
you're not. No, you're
There's
not.
shit down there, but
fucking
it's-
serious shit down there.
It's a whole. You guys, you're on the whole wrong track. You don't even understand what
wanna
you
know
just
what's
swam
scarier
into.
than a leviathan? The fucking elf that just swam down into the middle. I'm
Yeah.
just telling you that right now, everyone. I'm
Well,
terrified.
some of you have encountered him a little bit. You know, a special one-off episode. John wasn't there on Christmas Day. This temple's a whole other thing. It's not really a temple, but I'm just going to call it that because it's easier for your mind brains to get your head around. this should be interesting, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes next time. This is it now. You guys are in the fucking the mind hole, okay? You're in the mind hole, and that mind hole is my mind hole, and you belong to me now.
I'm
okay?
scared.
Yeah, I'm terrified.
You were fucking around in the town. It
We
was all
might,
fun and games.
like,
You had a nice
this
little
is it. We
tournament
might
and
die
shit.
in
But
here.
now it's game on. Probably for the rest of the entire campaign. That was it. You just activated the campaign. Thanks for playing, players. And thanks for watching, watchers. We'll do a couple of
Good thing I brought underwater weapons.
little shout out. Yeah, I did actually expect you to go and buy some weapons, but you didn't. So
I mean, I have some, but how does a whip work underwater?
I will give you all the rules.
where
I will
I'm
give
so
you all the
far.
rules that I have, because I have a lot of rules for next week. But for the most part, your weapons need to be either you're going to have disadvantage on attacks like Drift had before, unless the weapon is a dagger, a javelin, a short sword, a spear, or a trident, or has the light property. Because you have the trinket on, you can find some other weapons to use in there as well. And then ranged weapons are a little different. They have some other shit going on. And then there's magic. And luckily magic is still magic, but 19 is blind. And by the looks of it, he's going to be blind for the whole thing. So this is going to be really interesting and really fun to
At
witness.
least it's
Oh
not
yeah,
fire,
so much
buddy.
fun being blind. It's fucking bad.
At least it's not fire.
Can you actually see that?
Just
here, Cole?
imagine if-
It's as bad as fire because
just
I'll
take
never
it-
hit anything.
Just take a second and realize if we didn't even do we didn't do the tournament, okay, we would have no money anyway.
Yeah.
So we couldn't buy any of this shit.
My intention was for you to fuck around
You're
in
welcome,
town.
Drift.
Yeah, my intention wasn't for you to win the tournament and win loads of money. But when I've set the town up, pretty much every single vendor that I put in town or any of the like places had a quest that you could do to earn the money or maybe earn some stuff.
Me to murder you. Oh. Okay.
So they all had.
You were gonna say give it cheaper.
No. They just all had like little quests so that you could earn the money. Because I didn't know which order you were going to go in. Because you could have come straight to this. You could have walked straight into town and walked straight over to this and be like, okay, we need to fucking figure out how to survive underwater. But I knew you didn't have any money, so that was then you would have had to go back and do all the stuff that you probably did either way. This is, I mean, the Merfolk trinket is going to do a lot for you, and I'm glad you bought it because with the potion of water breathing, even if you had done that right,
How long does that last?
1 hour. So you'd have either had to buy a bunch, or you would have had an hour to do this whole next section.
That's why I
of the
didn't even
campaign.
ask about the other stuff.
The magical trinket is a lot better. So it's good that you did win that tournament and you had a lot of money and you saved up for the better option, because this would have been a lot more difficult. It's probably still going to be really difficult. We'll see next time. Let's do a round of shout outs. Look, I did 3 hours this week. You proud of me? You don't have to cry this time. Let's start with John Sandman, who probably needs to go the most.
Always. Got a kid, dude.
Yeah.
It's so like a real life crazy.
What the hell's that? Real life? Get out of here.
I just always have a blast. Thank you guys for watching. You could definitely check out my my Twitch, my Twitter, my YouTube, my whatever you want. If you want more of me, you can find it. You guys are all internet people. You do your thing. But I love you guys and thanks for watching as always.
Bam! LT Gray, the blind. 19 the
My
blind.
name's LT Gray the Blind. You can catch me at twitch.tv/Tiger Rider. I stream Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and I do this on Tuesdays, and I take Mondays off because I hate everybody.
Yeah.
I'm underwater, and I can't see anything right now. These are my goggles.
Oh, yeah. How about you, PB? What's going on in your life?
Oh, hello. Hi, I'm Pumpkinberry. You can find me at Twitch and Twitter at Pumpkinberry. Also, be here tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for more Nocturne.
Yes.
Watch it.
That's it.
Watch it.
Yes.
Watch
Rated
it.
best
yeah.
HBO show you've ever seen.
Exactly.
Let's go,
That's real good.
baby.
Wow.
I'm not with it. I was pretty tired going into this. I didn't feel too well today.
Passing the buck to Whack.
Whack Steven.
Hey everybody, I'm Wax Steven, normally the DM or GM of Doom on this channel with lots of different shows. And you should definitely come by tomorrow as PB is just destroying the rest of
Oh my God.
the
thank
rest
you.
of us in the quality content that she's putting out with Nocturne. So make sure that you're here tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. and you watch an awesome horror campaign, a psychological horror campaign. I should
Yeah,
say.
more like a thriller.
Yeah, it's a lot less sort of gory, sort of
Is it?
horror type things.
I don't want to say any spoilers, but the trunk.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah, I guess that was pretty horrific.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, sure. Way to ruin everything, Brad.
How many episodes are they in? 1. So you can watch it on YouTube before tomorrow. So
Yep,
do it.
you can
It's
get caught
really
up.
good.
Make sure you do that. Otherwise, Friday we've got Halcyon Unbound, which is a superheroes show that I run, Masks RPG. And Saturdays we've got Crash City, which is a cyberpunk show that's going to be ending soon. We've only got 2 episodes left of Crash City, so make sure you catch that. And Monday we've got some Sector 49, which is Judge Dredd.
I love it
in
so
World
much.
of
Please watch that with
2080.
me.
And it's just super ridiculous because the players are perps. And if you've ever seen or read any Judge Dredd stuff, you know that the perps are all ridiculously dumb, and the players have done such wonderful job of capturing that feeling.
It's like crazy, actually,
Yeah.
how good it is and accurate it is. Brad's on that show.
I love it
Yeah,
so
Brad is on that
much.
show.
It's so
Love
fun.
it so much.
It's so,
So make
fun.
sure you're there.
It's so good.
And if you haven't done so, make sure you follow all of these people and follow this channel. Turn on notifications so you get notified when the shows go live. And if you want to help support us, check out the Patreon. I might be posting something really huge for the Patreon this month.
Is it nudes?
What's that?
Nothing.
If
It's a picture
mean-
of my naked body. I'll just.
Done.
I don't know
I mean,
why
I was
Steve's
gonna
not
make a
push
huge
about it.
joke there, but then Tiger jumped in, so it's fine. So,
He's actually making a huge joke on the fact that I'm very not well endowed, and that's getting ready to say that.
Thank you for spelling it out for us.
Yeah. I figured if he's gonna make the joke, I might as well just deal with it.
thanks everybody for watching.
As always.
Yes,
right.
join our Discord also. And thank you everybody who leaves comments on YouTube and the VOD videos. We see those. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We see everything. All right. Peace. Bye.
Bye.
Peace out, everybody.
Bye.
Love you, homies. Whack out.
I'm
Whack
kidding.
out.
It's not
I
over
didn't
yet. We've
know
actually
you-
got way more to come right now. Special secret post game episode. Just kidding. No, we just wanted to do a whack out because we haven't
Whack
done
out.
one.
All right,
Whack
bye.
out.
Do
Bye.
another, add a little spoiler.
Add a little
should've.
spoiler.
Spoil us.
All
Yeah,
right,
do an
hold
after
on.
credits scene.
All right, be right.
After credit, they gotta stay
All
for the
right,
whole thing.
stay.
Did you go
The
dark
YouTube
again?
actually
Is that
Yeah,
coming
no, I'm
back?
coming back again. No, I'm kidding. I'm not doing a post-credit scene. Everyone's left. Bye.